Alrighty guys, welcome to our brand new playthrough of No Man's Sky. Now many of you will have noticed that I did have some gameplay up on YouTube. I uploaded one episode a few days ago which eventually got taken down because it was before the game had released. And now I've re-uploaded that episode. I've also uploaded episodes 2, 3 and 4, so that's all up there. But because the patch that's been released yesterday made some huge changes to the game, and they've also introduced a sort of branching narrative system where you can sort of get different endings depending on the choices you make, I've decided to go back and start the game again because you need to sort of start from the beginning with the patch active for that to be functioning, for those new endings to be part of the game, because you need to make some certain choices at the beginning. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but we'll soon find out. I've tried out the game with the patch just for a few minutes to see what the changes are, and they're very good. The game is much better with them. So we are going to start over now. I've just gone in and I've deleted my save, and we're going to start playing the proper full release version of No Man's Sky, fully patched as it's meant to be. So we're going to launch it now, and whilst it's launching, I'm also going to start up a YouTube stream if it will let me. Sometimes it's a bit dodgy, but if we try and do that now, because I like to have one stream going through the PS4 and one going just through my Elgato device. So here we are, YouTube. I tried to do this a moment ago and it seemed to didn't seem to like me. But I'm going to try and get people to switch over to the Twitch stream, simply because let's have a look here. Pardon me. Simply because that's just a better stream, really. Switch to Twitch. .tv/stay_patient. I'm going to have it so there's no commentary. If people do want to watch it without commentary, they can watch on YouTube. As long as this works. It seems to think that I'm not connected to the internet for some reason. There we go. So start broadcasting. Please work now. Oh, okay. Right, that's not going to work then, so we're just going to leave it at the Twitch stream for now. Okay, so here we are, starting up proper No Man's Sky. And I wasn't too worried about having to restart this game, because when I signed in yesterday, when I played a little bit yesterday just to make some recordings, I did notice that the progress I'd made to two of the most important, or sort of the longest-winded trophies that kind of track your stats, they were reset because they've changed. The requirements for those trophies have changed. You may have seen my video on YouTube talking about that. One of them related to just discovering a lot of animals, but now you have to discover every animal on a planet for it to count. So that's kind of reset back to 0, and the one for surviving a certain number of days has been reset, because now it tracks how many days you've survived on extreme planets, so in extreme conditions. And of course, early on in the game, you don't really land on any planets like that. I don't think I actually came across any, because... Oh, this is new. Sorry, I'll occasionally mute the microphone like that because I'm a bit congested. I like this because beforehand you went straight into the game, and because when the game's running there's no pausing, and you also are losing your kind of life support every second it's going down. So if it throws you right into the game, it kind of catches you off guard. So the ability to leave it here and not lose life support and not have all your gauges dropping is nice. It means you can start up the game and you don't have to be there like immediately to start playing. It'd be nice if the patch has added the ability to pause as well. I know it's made some really, really good changes, which I'll point out as we play it. Most of you won't have played the game before the patch, so you won't really be aware of how it's different. But just out of interest, I'll probably point out those differences as we go along. So let's, oh, we've got to hold it down. Let's initialize and get going.
Kinetic system online.
So I'll just wait for her to go through all her spiel.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete.
Right, so we're on an icy planet. This is quite interesting because obviously when we started before, we were on a completely different planet to begin with and in a completely different area of the universe. So it's quite nice to see how things differ. And this is an entirely different kind of environment to where we started before. This is almost like Earth, I suppose. The other one was, quite generic as well, but this is nice with the snow effect and everything. The sky looks very much like Earth's atmosphere. Before we were in a sort of solar system or star system that was all red, the sky, which looked really cool. But this is nice just seeing how things differ from galaxy to galaxy. And we're not in a crater. Beforehand we were in a crater which looked like we couldn't get out of it, and I took ages to realise that you could actually just climb out by walking up the vertical slope. Anyway, so I should be able to remember all this because I've already been through all this on my original playthrough. What's the button again to... oh yeah, we've got to fix our scanner. We've got to fix that. Let's bring up our inventory because there has been some changes, of course. So our scanner is critically damaged. We need carbon for that. We need iron to fix our visor. So that wasn't the case before. I think you have to actually build it beforehand. We do have to fix our pulse engine. Most of all, it's our vertical takeoff system, which needs 4 of these carite sheets. There's some more information on this card here, like the value. I think they've added a new system for the trading in the game. So, some star systems pay more for certain items, and other items cost less, so you can buy them from one place and sell them in another. And there's like a universal economy, which looks really interesting. Anyway, we need to build... sorry, wrong button. We need to build 4 or 3 more carite sheets, so we need iron for that. So that's fine. We're going to make sure we fix everything here, because if you look on this screen as well, we need isotope elements, and we need, let's have a look. Okay, energy. Oh, okay, yeah, this is our hazard protection. Now, beforehand, you needed any oxide element. Any oxide element would work. But now it looks as though it's only zinc, titanium, or shielding shard. So let's fix up our... We need to fix up our scanner first so we can find those items. And another great thing, this is my favourite sort of fix to the game, is the fact that you can carry 250 of each element in your suit and 500 of each in your ship. Beforehand it was stacks of 100 only in both your suit and your ship, which was nowhere near enough. This guy's not going to attack us, it's all good. Anyway, let's fix up our scanner. Let's fix up our scanner here. And now we need to get some... What was it? It was zinc, titanium, basically any yellow element apart from iron, because iron's obviously too common. And it's going down very quickly. There must be a lot of, environmental... What is it? Cold? Yeah, it's because it's cold. You can see on the bottom left there. Oh, and we've already got creatures after us. Right, I need to try and remember what the button... Because they've changed the buttons round. Yeah, L3. That's the, that's the button to scan. Oh, I know what you can do. Let's just jump into our ship, because you can actually hide in the ship for a moment to let your hazard protection fix itself. Let's just give it a chance to go up. How do we bring it back up? Because there was a button for bringing up our... Yeah, I'm just going to actually check the buttons, because it has changed slightly. I think circle... What does circle do? It doesn't actually say anything. So what's the objective one? Discoveries, options, yeah. Inventories, that's all the same. Zoom, secondary fire. Oh, I always forget there's a melee attack. I didn't actually realise that during our first playthrough. Switch weapon mode, jump, reload. Show HUD, left on the D-pad. Okay, so that's the one that I wanted to check up on. Run is still the right stick, scan is still the left stick. Circle was show your HUD. No, sorry, L3 was show the HUD and circle was scan, but now L3 is scan and showing your HUD is left on the D-pad. So I wonder what circle does. Oh, I apologise, guys. That's the starship controls. No, it's not. Let's just check these starship controls whilst we're here. You've got brake and thrust, the rolls. Switch weapons, boost, yep. Fire, exit ship, everything seems the same, apart from scan. I think the reason they've changed the scan button is because you can now scan in space to find the elements that you need, which is quite cool. Okay, so our hazard protection is fine. Let's just top up our life support, which requires any isotope elements still, same as before. I do very much like the fact that you can carry more stuff. That's so useful, because if you watched my videos before, you'll have seen me constantly doing constant inventory management, constantly topping up my suit and everything, and constantly having to scrap things to swap for other things so I could pick up the elements that I needed. And it was really, it was quite frustrating. It was still fun, I enjoyed it, but it's nice to be able to carry larger stacks so you don't have to worry about, not being able to carry all the things you need. Especially in the ship itself, it makes sense to put all of your, to be able to stack up a lot of items in the ship, because you don't have access to it if you kind of stray too far from your ship on a planet. If you walk away, then you're not able to access the inventory from your ship, so it makes sense to be able to stack up all the stuff that you don't need instant access to, just put it all in your ship and have nice big piles of 500 of each. Anyway, we need some iron. We need some iron to fix this. Yep, and what do we need here? We need, so we need a whole ton of iron for another 4 carrot sheets. Sorry, carrot sheets, including the one here. We need some iridium and some zinc. So zinc, I believe you get from plants. So L3, that's the... let's have a look here. We're going to try and find... we're going to grab everything, basically. Not everything, because it's such a huge planet, but we are going to start trying to discover creatures as well. As soon as we discover one, it's going to tell us how many are on this planet, which will give us the opportunity... Oh, is this nickel? Oh, I never came across nickel during my 8 hours spent on the game so far. That's very interesting. I'm just going to... in a moment, I'm just going to check my messages, because I messaged a few people pointing out that I'd started up the stream. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I am streaming at the moment, but obviously I've got the overlays turned off because it's early in the morning and most people won't be online yet. So as the day goes on and people start joining, some of our regulars will be able to turn on the overlays and see what they're saying in the chat. I'm just grabbing this nickel because... Let's see here. It's an uncommon item. I'm going to grab a stack of 500 just so that we've got some in our ship available to use should we need it. So when we get back to our ship, I will check up on my messages to see if anyone has responded. I have noticed though that our life support, which is the second bar down on the left hand side, that's going down a lot slower than it was before by the looks of it. So that's quite cool. Oh, look at the sky, guys. Wow. Check that out. Is that like a sunset or something? I saw in the patch notes that they were going to improve the sunsets and things like that. The sky colour has always been amazing. Let's sort of get up higher here and have a look all around. Look at that. Oh, it's a shame Noah's in the stream right now because that is beautiful. Let's just do a kind of scan of the horizon here. You can see the stars through the clouds. Oh, it really is a stunning game. I mean, it's bound to be sort of slightly lower quality or resolution as typical other games, because let's face it, it's you know, it's such a huge world, and it's having to load all these massive planets, like literally quintillions of them. So it's never going to be quite as smooth as some. I'm actually surprised with how good it does look. But I think from a art, you know, an art style perspective, ignoring the polygon count and all the technical side of it, the actual art is beautiful. It really is stunning. Just the colours and stuff they use. They know how to make a, you know, a really stunning landscape or sky view or whatever. Do we have... Oh, there's a creature on us. Crumbs, that nickel's not giving us a lot, is it? Let's just top up our hazard protection here, guys. And whilst I'm in here, just give me one moment. In fact, I'll do it on my iPad so that you guys don't have to... yeah, let's just pop a message in these saying I'm live. I'm guessing that they probably... Because a lot of people said they wanted to tune in, but they probably expect me to be streaming through the PS4, but because that's not working, we're having to do it directly through Twitch using the Elgato device. So I'm just popping a message in here saying that I'm live, and let's see. There we go. Quite a few people are up for watching, but it might just be that they don't have access to a computer yet. Anyway, let's get back to this. We need to check all of these little bits of debris and stuff. Beam impact tau. Phase beam companion unit. Phase beam destroys starship and asteroid targets at an increased rate. Operates automatically. Well, yeah. So that's an upgrade for our ship, I assume. Didn't come across many of those on my initial playthrough. Oh, we've got a shielding shard. We need an Atlas pass for that. How do we build them? Let's have a look. Craft product. Do we have the... I don't think we have the schematic for the Atlas pass yet. So that's fine. We might find one on the planet somewhere. Nothing found. Very odd. Okay, we're going to keep topped up on our carbon, because that's a very easy thing to come across. We're going to have like a stack of it on us all the time, because that will top up our life support and make sure we don't get in danger of, well, of dying, I guess. Reality seems to fold in on itself. One moment I can see debris, in another, a vast red orb, almost too large and too bright to behold. It knows me inside and out more than I ever could myself. Could this be the face of creation itself? Or in my hazy, freshly awakened state, am I being manipulated? A name burns itself into my mind, Atlas, and a request made without words that I should follow the path this being, this Atlas, has set for me. So basically this is starting off the kind of story, I guess. We had a similar thing on my previous playthrough, but it was, you know, worded slightly differently. This might be the beginning of the branching paths, who knows? Hey JJ, welcome buddy. Let me turn on the overlays now that we've got some people joining the stream. How's it going, man? This is kind of my second playthrough. I've spent about 8 hours pre-release. So I've got a bit of an understanding of the game. We're currently looking for iron, I believe, to fix our... Let's have a look. Oh, these don't show up. Okay, that's good to know. Because when you scan, it doesn't show up the large deposits of iron. It only really shows up the plants and things like that. So that's very, very good to know, very important. I guess because they're just so obvious, you don't need to really be told they're there. But we do need a nice lot of iron to be able to fix our launch system. So that's what we're going to do. Try and... Oh, we need to top up our weapon, actually. Let's have a look. To do that, we come into our multi-tool here and top it up with the carbon that we found. So the red isotope elements are very important. They top up your life support and your weapon itself, but the life support does seem to be dropping slower now that they've patched it, which is quite cool. It means a bit less kind of constant micromanagement. So JJ, are you one of my YouTube subscribers, or are you new to the channel? Either way, welcome, man. It's taken a long time to destroy this, so hopefully once it is destroyed we'll get a nice lot of JG says, and fuel for ship. You're half right there. Basically, I think, unless they've changed it, I think the fuel for the ship has to be thamium, which is an isotope element as well, but it has to be specifically thamium, whereas the life support and the weapon can take any. If we have a look at this, the multi-tool can take any isotope element, as can your life support. So we can put thamium, or we can put what's the other one? The oxide. Oh, JJ Ouroboros. Yes, okay. Welcome, man. Yeah, the carbon or the thamium, any red element can fill up your life support, but the ship takes specifically. Once this is fixed up, it will take, I believe, plutonium to charge the launch thruster, which allows us to take off from a planet, and then the pulse engine, which allows us to use our sort of extra fast boost within a system. It's not like a warp jump, but it's an extra fast boost. That will be the thamium specifically, as far as I know, unless they've changed it since pre-release. Anyway, we are going to craft some of these carite sheets. Hopefully, we might have enough. Let's see. Got enough for one more? Yeah. Right. So now we can fix our launch thruster, which means we can now take off as long as we get some plutonium to charge it. Now the plutonium comes in the form of crystals. Sub-warp drive, yes, kind of, yeah. It is like a warp drive. You do travel extremely fast, but obviously when you're warping, you're traveling multiple light years, which means you're traveling insanely fast. Although it's more of a fast travel, really. You do get a loading screen where it shows you traveling through space really quickly. Anyway, we do need to fix this up. So we've got, we need one more carite sheet. So let's build that. Now, when I played before, it gave me like a waypoint. It gave me sort of an event on the other side of the planet that I had to walk to, and that's where a load of Iridium was. But we're going to do some exploring. What we're going to do first before we leave our ship is put anything. Let's put everything into our ship, actually. Transfer, because we can find everything whilst we're out and about. The iron we don't actually need because they've changed how you recharge your hazard protection. It used to be any kind of oxide. Now it's specifically zinc, titanium, or shielding shard. And I think we've got one shielding shard here. So we can use that if we get desperate. But hopefully we'll find some zinc and titanium while we're out there. The nickel we're not going to need yet, so we can stack that up in our ship. The platinum is the same. And the thamium. So if we go out with a nice empty inventory, we can make sure that we can always pick up what we need to be able to top up everything that's important. We need to fix these up as well. Let's do that. So now we can analyze animals that we come across, which is very important for some of the trophies. Let me just show you guys, actually, before we get going, that if you go to the options menu, the journey tab shows you basically all your trophies. Now, the only one that doesn't have a trophy related to it is the new one that they've added with the patch, which is Sentinels Destroyed. All the other ones have trophies, and some of them have been adjusted since pre-release, since the the original release of the game before release day. So planet zoology, we have to actually discover all the species on a planet. That's animal species, not plant life as well. And this one is surviving in extreme conditions. So that's slightly different as well. It's not just surviving a certain number of days. Okay, we've got a restore point saved. Let's just double check that we have found everything that can be found in this area. We haven't got an Atlas whatchamajigger. Alrighty. So we're going to go for a bit of a stroll. What we need to try and find, that's nickel up there. It's good that it tells you what it is. They've given you kind of an indicator as to what things are from further away now, which is quite nice. The Heridium is quite common. I think it's one of the only common, one of the only materials that's counted as common. Oh, we got some zinc. That's cool. The zinc is a yellow element, so that's going to come from some of the plants, probably this one up here. Resource deposit detected. Right, this is what we're after, guys. So the next objective, you can see it down there on the right hand side, gather 200 more Heridium to be able to, where are we? Is it in that direction? Seems to be. Yeah, we need 200 Iridium, or Heridium, sorry, to be able to fix up our engine. Not the one that launches us into the sky, but the one that allows us to travel faster when we're in space. And then, of course, once we get to space, we'll get an objective for fixing up our warp drive, which will be several objectives, and that's sort of the first section of the game revolves around fixing up our warp drive. Right, so this could be a bit of a trek, which is cool. I like that. I'm just going to use our ship because we're passing it. We use this just to charge up our life support again. So we've got the zinc we need. Let's pop that into our inventory because we don't want to accidentally use it up. Pop that into our ship so we don't get tempted to use it for something else. JJ, could you let me know what the quality's like? Because I just noticed that it seems to be maybe a little bit jerky. Is the frame rate okay at your end? I think it might just be my sort of preview of the stream. Keep the carbon. Iron, is everything stacked up? Yeah, okay. Alrighty. So let's do this. Let's head out to find this Heridium stack. Okay, that's cool, man. Thanks very much. Okay, so it seems to only have a waypoint if we're not looking at it. So it's roughly in this direction. Let's keep an eye out for some creatures. Hopefully we can come across some. We did have some close by a moment ago, or earlier on, that had kind of the little markers above their head that indicated that they were hostile. But it looked like they were underground, so I don't know whether those guys are in sort of caves under the earth. That'd be quite interesting. There's some very interesting sort of terrain layouts that I've noticed in some of the planets, so maybe they're all moving around in little sort of cave complexes. Let's grab all this zinc while we're here. I think it's zinc that recharges. Yes, we can use zinc to recharge our our environmental protection. Did I try feeding any animals? I fed an animal pre-release, because that's not a new feature, but what they have done is they've made it so that when you feed animals now, if you give them the correct food, because you can sort of look at them and it tells you what their diet is, so if you do give them the correct food, they can do different things for you, whether it's mining or whether it's just becoming a pet, maybe protecting you. We've got a knowledge stone. Yeah, we've got a knowledge stone here, so we're going to discover a word. Now, interloper was the first word I discovered when playing before the patch as well, so I'm guessing these stones give you words in a certain order. And the more of those stones that you find, the more the more the language you gain knowledge of. So when people speak to you, it replaces the words that you do understand with the proper English words, rather than the original language, whatever it might be. In this case, it's Vikian. We're going to use this, just climb over this to make sure we don't get stuck in that little kind of valley down there. Yeah, you're right. That's one of the things they can do for you, is crap out resources. Yeah, Tom, it's a Pooper Scooper game. No, it's a new feature they've added that you can feed animals and they'll help you out in different ways. I don't really want to drop off there just in case I lose health. What's that noise though? How's the sound for you guys? Can you hear the game as well, or is it just me? Am I a bit too loud? Because the sound in this game is quite interesting. Sometimes it alerts you to things around you that you don't expect, and you never know what to find, you know, what you're going to find on planets. You hear all these noises and you get quite nervous because there can be sort of hostile creatures, there can be security bots that will fight back if you sort of harm anything on the planet. Obviously you're fine breaking down rocks and plants and stuff. Let's run. I keep forgetting we can run. Is that a... Grab some carbon on the way because that's going to help us with our life support. And I'm just going to top up our hazard protection as well, because it doesn't look like there's any caves that we can take shelter in. Because that's another cool little feature, is you can sort of duck into caves or underground areas. As long as there's cover over your head and you're away from the elements, it will let your hazard protection recharge. Right, I can hear some creatures. Ah, here we go. Is that them making the noise? New discovery, 1 of 9 creatures. Are they friendly? One thing to take note of is that sometimes creatures look very, very similar, but they're actually different. So we've already found 2 here. It's 2 different types, even though they all look like a kind of family. There's actually 2 different breeds or species of animal there. That's quite a cool little rock structure. Maybe turn the game sound up just a little. Okay, buddy, let's do that now. Let me know what it's like after you hear me. Let's go up to -6 decibels. There we go, guys. I hope that's... Oh, here we go. Here's another creature. What's going on here? Why is it not letting us? He's so cute, look. Look at this little guy. Oh, there we go. I think maybe you have to be a certain distance from them. New discovery record. So I think we've got like 3 out of 9 or 2 out of 9 of these creatures. What's this stuff here? Oh, that's just iron. And what about these? Is that iron as well? They look like eggs, don't they? These are pretty cool, man. Some of the environments are awesome. One of the planets I had was had these creatures that look like plants. They were kind of like the cactuars in Final Fantasy, you know. They were kind of jumping around, these plant-like creatures. It was really funny. I don't know if they counted as plants or animals, really. Are these guys any different? Yeah, I think we've already discovered these. Oh, my voice. I tell you what, I've been recording a lot of this game over the weekend. You might have seen some of my videos. Some of the pre-release. I think this guy might be new. Yeah. Yeah, my voice is starting to go almost. Or at least it's gone a bit bassy. Starting to sound like Barry White or someone. But we are going to try... Hey, cool. We're going to try and discover every creature on some of the planets we go to, as long as there's not like dozens of them. Simply because that's one of the trophies. Ooh, aluminum. Or aluminium. Man, I just used the American pronunciation of it, because that's the pronunciation you hear so often. Aluminium. There's 2 eyes. I think, oh, Crumbs, what's just attacked me? Is that a plant? Yeah. Okay, is this... let's have a look. I know this is random, but what's your height and weight? Just my height and weight, to be honest, I don't actually know. Are you wondering because of my voice? I sound like I'm going to be really tall because my voice has gone all deep. My height, I'm not particularly tall. I'm like 5'9" or 5'10", and my weight is... I don't know what I weigh really. I'm about 11 stone, I think. Not sure. Not sure what that's all about, but happy to let him know. It's not like he can pick me out of a crowd by knowing that information. FIFA player. Hey buddy, welcome. He says, what's my hardest platinum trophy? The hardest one I've earned, going by the sort of difficulty ratings on the trophy sites, is probably Gran Turismo 5, which I've actually done twice. It's a 600-hour platinum, and it's rated as a, I think, a 10 out of 10 difficulty. Yeah, I think we've broken through all this aluminium. That's alright, Cladder. Sorry I don't have a camera yet. I've thought about getting a camera. Because I have some health problems, sometimes I have to kind of mute the mic and blow my nose and just clear my throat and stuff like that. I have issues with like reflux and sinusitis and stuff like that. So, hey, there's our Heridium. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, so that's why I don't use a mic just, use a camera just yet, a webcam. So are you two guys, Best Cladder and FIFA player, you two of my YouTube subs? Would I know you by different names on YouTube maybe, or PSN? Because I know we've got a few joining us off my, friends list on PS4. Hey, here we go. Right, we're going to take, we need 200 of this, I think. But we're going to take, I think we'll take 500 if we can carry it, because then we can have one full stack of it in our ship. I do very much love the fact that you can carry more now. Makes so much sense. This patch is like one of the best day one patches I've ever come across. And we are going to do a bit of exploring and see if we can find the rest of the creatures on this planet. It's actually quite a nice little change that, before you had to just discover creatures anywhere and it would count towards your total, but now you have to discover every creature on a planet for it to count. Oh, hello, we need to top up our... Oh, we haven't got much zinc. Oh yeah, we have. Sorry, it looked like we only had a little bit. Yeah, thanks buddy. I appreciate that. A lot of people have shown appreciation for my Overwatch videos, so that's really nice. Good of them. Let's have a look. How are we getting on with this Heridium? Okay, we've nearly got the 2 stacks, so let's top up the second one. Charge up our mining tool here. So, carbon and thamium. When it says we don't have room for any more resources, we'll know that we're full on this particular one. Oh, because we don't have any more stacks available. Some of it's not breaking down unless... Is it? Crumbs, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, 166. Some of it doesn't seem to want to break down. It's like only the stuff on the outside that is breakable. Maybe we need a proper weapon to break down the centre bit. Although usually it shows up a weapon icon if that's needed. So... we're getting there, we're getting there. Gotta be close now. Okay, yeah. So let's... we're going to discard this Heridium stack here. In fact, no, let's not do that. Let's get one more stack, and then we can use the stack that we've got spare, and then we can put the other 2 into our ship, so we've got 1 stack of 500, and I think that will kind of keep us well stocked up on this for a while. Nearly there. Sorry about this, guys. A lot of this game does involve just kind of standing mining stuff. You don't need to mine it all in one go, but it's nice to make sure you've got enough. Oh, thanks FIFA. Thanks for watching them anyway. Did I pre-order it from Shop2? No, I got it from Simply Games, who are very good. They're really good at getting games to you early. So, yeah, they're if they get the game early themselves, then they'll send it to you, which is really nice. We need to. Can we transfer this across? No, we're too far from the ship. So we do need some zinc for our hazard protection. We've only got a little bit, so we are going to have to grab some resources on our way back. We're not too far from the ship though. Let's check out and see if we've already discovered these guys. Yep, we're quite high, so let's see if we can see any more creatures around. Look, you do get sometimes like rocks and stuff appearing in midair, which is a little bit odd. And if you break away rocks, you know, if you break away some rocks from underneath, the ones above will hang on, how do I get down from here? Yeah, the ones above will still kind of hover in place like this here, you know, because we haven't broken this down. It's all part of the big piece, but it just kind of stays there, which does kind of looks a bit odd. But to be honest, you'd expect that from a game of this size. They can't have perfect physics when you've got 18.5 quintillion planets. It's difficult to keep everything working as you'd expect it to in a smaller game. How did I even get up here? Ah, here we go. Okay, I think it's time. Let's keep scanning as we start making our way back. There's shield. We got any shield thingy-jigs? Ah, there's some zinc over there. Let's go and grab that just to make sure our health or our hazard protection doesn't disappear. I wonder if there's a way of checking. Let's just top this up. I wonder if you're able to check how many creatures you've discovered on a planet. Ah, here we go, look. That's quite useful. So we're on this planet and we've discovered... we can upload these as well. Oh, maybe we want to rename them. I might let you guys do some renaming at some point. We'll do a few in a row, you know. But it says... it says we've only got 2 out of 9. So it might be that, you know, maybe the baby ones count as separate ones, so you can get money for them, but they don't count as one of the main creatures on the planet. I'm gonna head back though. Keep our eye out on our way. Grab any zinc we come across, because that's going to be very valuable to us. Okay, so Best Cladder asks, what exactly is going on here? He's not seen gameplay of this game before. Okay, so this game is No Man's Sky. Because someone just confirmed to me that it's showing up correctly on Twitch. The name of the game and the title is showing up right, because sometimes Twitch, they've got this nasty habit of resetting it to the name of your previous stream, which is really annoying. Have we got any? No, we need some isotopes. Yeah, so this game's been out. Well, it's out today in the US. It's not out till tomorrow in the UK, which is where I am. Oh, did we just drop down? Yeah, so that's probably why. Pardon me. That's probably why you've not seen gameplay of it yet. I've been playing it for a few days because I got it on Saturday, so I had it about 4 days early. It's a game that's been highly anticipated by everyone on PlayStation, really. It's a humongous universe. It's known for having 18 quintillion stars. Now, a quintillion is a billion. So that kind of gives you an idea of how large this game is. Where's our ship gone? There it is. And it's basically a case of sort of crash landing on a random planet. Everyone's playing in the same universe. Oh yeah, he's heard of it, but not seen any gameplay. So what's happening here basically is we're on our first planet and we're trying to fix up our ship. That's the bottom line really. It's very much like Minecraft. You have to mine different resources and elements to be able to fix up your technology, and then to be able to fuel that technology, and also to be able to fuel your own weapons and mining tools, and also your suit that protects you from the environment and gives you life support. It's a lot of inventory management and you know, digging or mining for resources and crafting items and things like that. So it's very much like a huge open universe version of hang on a sec, guys. Let me just... Yeah, it's like an open universe version of Minecraft, pretty much, but not blocky. But it's actually more fun than I was expecting. Hopefully as the day goes on, as it sort of gets a bit later in the morning... 2 seconds. Oh wow, I just muted the mic in time for that sneeze. That would have like blown your eardrums out. Okay, let's get back to our ship briefly, and then I would like to do a bit more exploring on this planet. I was saying earlier actually that I do like the way they've changed how you get that discovery stat increased. You know, you only reach a new milestone if you discover every creature on a planet. So that encourages you to actually explore a planet rather than just landing, mining the resources you need that are nearby and then taking off. That's alright, buddy. I hope you enjoy the playthrough. It might encourage you to want to play it yourself. We are going to be taking off very soon once I've explored this planet a bit more for the creatures that we're missing. We are going to be taking off and seeing the rest of space, or at least the local area of space. But we've got the resources now to fix up our, let's have a look, yep, our pulse engine. So if we put across our Heridium, stack it up in one pile of 500, in fact we're going to put everything across that we don't need access to, don't really need iron, aluminium or Heridium yet. I might actually break that down in a second. What we do need on us is zinc and carbon. They're the two main things that we're going to be using to charge our weapon and both aspects of our suit. So we'll do that quickly now whilst we're here. Carbon, and we'll use the titanium as well. We've only got a small amount of it. So we've got a 500. See, now you can imagine, guys, you might have seen my video playing, but if you imagine you can only carry a stack of 100 in each of these slots, so the Heridium would just be 100. So if we had 500 like that, 5 of these slots would be taken up. And that's why there was so much inventory management when you played the game before it released, because because you could carry hardly anything even in your ship, but now they've totally solved that. And it makes so much more sense. It's really nice to be able to come across rare items and actually be able to mine them and take them with you, rather than thinking, crumbs, I haven't got space for this. Let's transfer the zinc back across. Alright guys, what else do we need to fix up? We've actually fixed everything. We can install technology onto our mining beam, and we can turn it into a bolt caster. But I think we'll get an upgrade to our weapon fairly soon with more slots. So we might install it when we get there. And we need, do we need plutonium? Let's have a look. I think we need plutonium to actually charge. Yes, we do. So to be able to take off from this planet, that's our main next objective, to find some plutonium. And the thamium you can actually find from meteors. If you blow up meteors in space, they're either made of iron or plutonium. Sorry, or thamium. So You know, we don't have to worry about finding thamium here, although we probably will if we do come across anyway. If we do come across some anyway, the chances are we'll probably end up using it just to recharge our suit. Okay, so we've met one of the milestones here. Oh, that's just like a story milestone, okay. And that might give us some money or something. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look around for some plutonium, which is like a crystal-like object that sticks out of the ground, quite shiny. I think they're usually red, but they might be different colours depending on the lighting. Or you can even destroy like tiny little plants now. That's pretty cool. But let's just go for a stroll, shall we? Because we're going to try and find some of these creatures, and we're going to look for some plutonium. Is that some? Yeah, we found some, guys. I'm surprised I saw that from so far away and so quickly. It's impossible to platinum GT5 now because the servers were shut down. Oh, crumbs. That's a shame for people who haven't earned the plat yet. Although, to be honest, it was almost impossible to begin with. Oh, crumbs. This isn't plutonium. That was chrysonite. Hopefully... Ah, this is plutonium. Okay. This is what we need to fuel our ship for the takeoff procedure to get off the planet. What have I got here? I got a little drone guy scanning me. We do need to keep an eye out for... Oh, what's this here? We've got some more debris here and some more plutonium. Good to keep ourselves stocked up on that. So it's nice going to be, you know, being able to carry a stack of 500 in a single slot. Cannon damage Sigma. Okay, we'll look at all these upgrades when we go to kind of upgrade our ship and our suit and weapons and stuff. There's already elements I never came across in my original playthrough. Okay, we do need to top up our weapons, so let's do that now. And hopefully we've got some... Oh, I forgot. No, we don't want to use the plutonium. See, this is where inventory management comes in. You want to make sure you don't use... for instance, the... Hang on, 100%. Oh, right, okay, because we're carrying over 100. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. I was looking at earlier, I was thinking, how is that 100% when the bar's only partway full? But it's because you only need 100 to be able to fully charge whatever you're trying to charge. So as long as you've got over 100, and seeing as we can carry 250 in a slot here, you know, we're over halfway, so it's obviously 100%. Anyway. We definitely need to keep an eye out for yellow and red elements. Not iron though, that's not going to help us much. Or plutonium really. Is there some caves here? Yeah, there's a little cave complex here. Let's go and check this out, shall we? Hopefully we've got some plants in here. This is good actually, because this is protecting us from the environment, so our environmental protection is going up. Sort of recharging it. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to shut my curtains because the sun is shining in on the screen. It's making it very difficult to see. Okay, that's better. Now I can make out where we are. Now I'm going to look around these caves a bit, even though you can easily get lost because we're... Oh, what is that? Oh, I thought it was a creature then. It looked like a big giant. Look at it from the back. It looks like arms going down the side, one there and one there, and it looks like hair. It looks like he's facing away from us, like a big troll guy. But yeah, we went into a cave a couple of days ago, and it was very difficult to get out because obviously they've designed this game, or they haven't designed this game. They've basically let the game design itself. So whereas in most campaign-based games, they would basically in the campaign-based games, they would basically sort of make sure you could always get to wherever you needed to be. So they'd have some walls blocking off areas you weren't allowed to go to, but then they'd have like an obvious exit to cave areas like this, or they'd have a ladder, or they'd have it very much designed as a game, if that makes sense, so that you're never going to get totally lost somewhere. But in these caves, because it's designed completely randomly by their sort of mathematical system, you can easily just head into a cave and then really not have a clue how to get out. Because it's not kind of holding your hand, this game. It's very much set up as a random set of terrain, you know? So if you've got in somehow, then you can get out. And I think that's why they've made it so you can walk up basically vertical surfaces. Now, you've also got a jet pack. You can also, use your jetpack to get out where there's holes above you and things like that. Please be a new creature. Yay! Okay, so we've got one more. 7 species left. Still 7 species. It's very odd because you found 4 or 5, but it's only counted 2 of them. Right, we don't have any free slots, so let's free some up. Is GT5 more impossible than Overwatch? Yes. Rapid Discord is very difficult, but GT5 is like on a different level. Sorry to sorry to burst any bubbles, but let's top up this here. Oh, I'm gonna scrap that just so we can get some carbon, because we need the carbon for our life support. Oh, and for our weapon. So let's charge our weapon first, because without that we can't farm anymore. I'm starting to wonder where on earth all these creatures are, because if there's 9 on this planet, we've only come across, well, 2 of them going by the stats. So there must be like a whole different biome, like a different kind of environment around the other side where a different type of creature hangs out. Plutonium, where's our... Oh, crumbs. Yeah, let's just use this. We don't need tons of it. That Thamium can go into our life support. I'm going to have to sort out some of this in a moment. We might do a full circle and go back around to our ship because... Oh, hello. Yeah, because we need to offload some of our stuff. I think if we're close enough to it, we can transfer things, so... Yeah, we're getting a nice lot of upgrades as well through this exploration. I'm not going to farm any more of this... What's this over here? Chrysonite? I think we've got a stack of that, so we can add to it. Yeah, but we're not going to worry about any more plutonium, because that appears on every planet. They have to have plutonium, because if they didn't, and you ended up landing there without any plutonium, then you wouldn't be able to take off. There's a question mark over there. Should we check that out? Where's our ship? Oh, our ship's in that direction. Oh, we've got another stone. We've got another language stone. Hey, welcome back, JJ. Only 4 viewers so far, but hopefully we'll build on that once the Americans start waking up, because obviously it's early in the morning for most of America at the moment. And we are going to head in the direction of that question mark. And on the way, hopefully we'll come across some more of these critters. Oh, is that one? I think he's a new one. Hopefully that's 3 out of 9. Yeah, 3 out of 9. Okay. I mean, we don't have to find all 9 on this planet. If it looks like it's going to be tricky and it's going to take too long, then we don't need to worry about it. But when it comes to trophies, and I know a lot of you guys are interested in trophies, you don't really need to make much progress in the game to earn them all. You can basically just explore every planet you come across. Here's a new one, I think. Yeah, as long as you explore, you can find the things you need. All of the trophies relate to doing things that are quite common in the game, and just doing it enough times that you can level up your statistic. 2 seconds, go. But obviously, oh, what's that? Pardon me. Oh, I already discovered them. Yeah, obviously it's going to be nice to try and make our way to the centre and see more planets rather than just doing everything on the first few planets. Come on. Oh, I've already... Took long enough to tell me, didn't it?
No free slots in suit inventory.
Okay. I get ya.
Technology recharge.
You know what we should probably do
Ground
is...
protection falling.
let's have a look. Yeah. I'm going to go back to the ship, because we've got all this plutonium that we don't need on us. We only need it for taking off from planets, so if we go and store that. Do I have hay fever? No, I've actually got... It's either sinusitis or rhinitis. They call it something different each time I'm at the doctor's. Yeah, FIFA's right. GT5 requires about 600 hours of play. But yeah, it's very similar to hay fever. I don't have hay fever. It's actually worse in many ways because it's affected by my digestive problems, and I've got all sorts of health problems. I've been ill, really quite ill for about 20 years. But you know, it's all good. 5 species left. Do these guys? Yeah, I apologise that it comes across in the stream. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about it. But I do. That's actually why I was going to do a sort of no commentary stream on YouTube for my YouTube subscribers, and then I was going to put a note on there telling them to come across to Twitch if they wanted commentary, because I can mute the Twitch mic, which is what I've been doing a few times whenever I get particularly congested. But we're going to just go and poke our head in to the ship, unload all our stuff. Oh, we need to top up crumbs. We are getting very low. Maybe there's a cave nearby. Oh no, we've got some zinc. That's good. Awesome. Okay. So we've got, I think, 4 out of the 9 creatures already. You do as well, man. I hope you improve if you can, or at least I hope you're able to deal with it. Okay. I think a lot of gamers and a lot of sort of Twitch viewers and stuff often have health issues. So sometimes it's the explanation as to why they're maybe only working part-time or not able to work at all. Let's take a look here, see what we've got. Nothing found. Thank you, game. That was exciting. Ah, come on. Let's try and get rid of all this carbine. Not carbine. Was it? Carbon. Right, okay, now we've got space for whatever's in here, which is... oh, a shielding shard. Okay. Right, we definitely need to make our way back now, and there's our ship, not far away. Nice. In fact, we might be able to put our stuff in it from here. In fact, you know what I might do, guys, is because this planet looks, well, it's big, all of them are big, and we've only come across a few of the creatures, I think to make the stream and the video a bit more interesting, I think it's worth us heading off to a new planet, because we don't need to find sort of every creature on every planet we come to. We're going to make our way to a new place, and we're going to start working on finding the creatures there whilst we look for whatever it is our sort of objective tells us to look for, which is going to be related to building our warp drive, or our hyperdrive. 2 seconds. Oh, right. At some point I need to do a bit of a medical procedure that I've got to do 3 times a day. I'm just going to double check my messages here on my iPad and see if anyone's asking about where the stream is, and let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that they're going to check it out, but maybe they'll come on later. Anyway, let's scrap this Heridium. Let's move across our Chrysonite. Oh, 230 Chrysonite. We can top that up. Transfer it to our ship. We'll transfer the Platinum because we've got another stack of that. Plutonium, of course, that can go over. Aluminium. Everything, really. I think we'll take 1 shielding shard just in case we get in trouble. We'll keep the zinc on us as well, of course, for our shield, our hazard protection. So are all these stacked up as they should be? Yep. Okay, so that looks much more organised than it did before. You know, before the patch. I think you're right, I have pretty bad posture and it's probably from gaming and using the laptop. I'm looking at screens 24/7. Yeah, it could be, man. I know a lot of people use like maybe joypads or keyboards on PC, and they've got these weird like claw sort of, you know, the way they hold either the mouse or whatever sort of controller input they're using. They often sort of really scrunch their hand up in a really weird way, and they end up with arthritis and all sorts of joint issues. But it's good to stretch every now and again and make sure you're not getting too stiff while you're gaming. Okay, let's yeah, with me it's more a case of constantly having to clear out my sinuses by like snorting back whatever's up there and spitting it out. It's not very pleasant, that's why I mute the mic. Alright guys, so we are set, I think. Maybe actually we should, yeah, we shouldn't go into space without any carbon because we're going to struggle. Actually, you know what, it won't matter because the asteroids are going to give us Thamium, and Thamium can recharge our life support anyway. So, let's take off for the first time, guys. You ready for this? We are... Oh, we... Oh, of course, okay. For a minute there, I was like, man, I thought we could take off, and now we can't. But it's just because I haven't fueled the ship. That's fine, that's fine. It's the plutonium we need. Okay. We need plutonium for this, so let's put in the 250 stack.
Technology recharge.
And now I might just get rid of this because 50 isn't going to do anything for us. And when we land on the planet, we're going to be able to get the 200 that it, or is it 100? Yeah, it's 100 it requires to launch, you know, to fuel our ship. And then we get 2 launches out of that, because when we take off, it's going to use 50%. And when we're in space, we'll farm some Thamium so we can go faster and we'll find a new planet. Tum says, seems like a lot of faff just to get off the planet. Well, Tum, this is not really faff, this is the game. So it's not like you need to do all this to be able to start the game. This is literally what the game consists of. So when I land on another planet, it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be farming the resources we need to keep ourselves alive and keep our weapon functioning, and it's going to be a case of farming the resources we need to be able to craft the next item we need to be able to upgrade our warp drive or whatever. So if it's the kind of game that you watch and think, oh, this is just all faffing around, then it's probably not the game for you, to be fair. But I quite enjoy it. It actually took me a lot longer to get off the first planet when I did the first playthrough. Plus I'm talking through, you know, you could do it much quicker than this if you're just playing, but obviously streaming makes things take a bit longer when you're talking about stuff and explaining it. Anyway guys, we can use our basic boost, so we're going to use the circle button to boost at just a basic speed. We're going to get out of the atmosphere and we can show you guys space. Here we go, look at that. Look at the colours and everything, and that's the planet we're just on. That's how big it is. So we've flown up quite a long way, so we're actually quite a long distance from it. You can see the atmosphere, like you can see that it's like a breathable atmosphere because of the kind of colour of it. It's almost like an ozone layer around the outside. I almost feel like it's Earth, but anyway, we've got a waypoint here, and this waypoint is going to help us build our hyperdrive. But first of all, we want to fuel up our, because that's going to take us a quarter of an hour to get to. So if we shoot some asteroids, we're going to get some thanium, which can fuel our basic, I forget the name of it, but we'll have a look in a second. And that's basically it, but it's, when I say that's basically it, there's a lot to think about in this game, Tom. There's a lot of upgrades. There's a lot of pardon me. There's a lot of, you know, things that you can craft and things you can improve, and, you know, things that you have to craft for the story. But stay watching, you know, keep watching, and you'll see how things develop. To be honest, there's much more gameplay and much more to do than I ever thought there would be when the game was first announced and spoken about. It seemed like one of those games that was literally just exploring. I didn't see how there could possibly be any kind of story or objectives, because everyone starts in a different place, and it's, you know, because it's so huge and everything. Oh, okay, we can get 4 launches out of a full charge on our launch thruster now. That's cool. Hey, we've got our pulse engine ready. So now, because we've got the thanium, we've got the fuel in our pulse engine, we can now use this, which I'll show you. We can hold down L1 and R1. You'll see our pulse engine counting down. And because we were in the sort of in the orbit of that planet, we kind of curved around it as we were flying, which is pretty cool. So now this is going to take 2 minutes to get to instead of like 15 or 20. So once we're near it, I'm going to just see if we can get the YouTube stream up and running. It wasn't working earlier for some reason. The network was... Oh, crumbs. Oh, I nearly went colliding right with that space station. So that planet there is 4.5 hours away. That's 2.3 million kilometers. So although it looks quite close, Elite Dangerous does that better. What are you referring to, man? Is it just the game in general, or the sort of pulse drive, like the faster flight, or what? I've not actually played Elite Dangerous, but I do get the impression they're kind of similar in some ways, but probably very different in others. This is basically Minecraft in an open universe, is the best way of describing it. The scope of this, though, I actually put a video on my YouTube channel talking about how far away from the centre of the universe you are. Oh crap. Let me try and get inside this beam. So we're here. We're here to get the schematic that's going to allow us to create the warp drive, so we need to find out what sort of ingredients are required to put one together. Tum, that wasn't warp, that was just our basic thruster. That was our basic engine. I'll show you here, look. The pulse engine, that's what we use then to travel faster. When you warp, you actually travel at like light speed or whatever, and when that happens, it's like everything's moving past like 1,000 times quicker. So you'll see that soon, but it is going to take us a bit of time to be able to build our warp drive. So that's what we're here for. We're here to find out what we need to be able to, you know, build one of these warp engines, and then that's going to allow us to start traveling towards the center of the universe. So we've only got, I think, 2 words. We found 2 words of this language, so there's not much chance of us understanding him. Our Vikian, there you go. So it's replaced that one word with interloper because we've discovered the translation of interloper. Now we have to. So yeah, let's go back and get some iron out of our ship. It says here, the warrior's nostrils flare as I approach. It inhales deeply and barks out what could be a warning. I hurriedly mime that I am peaceful and know little of its kind or language. It takes a second to think, then suddenly grabs my multi-tool while barking again into my visor, streaking it with saliva. It's pointing at the indicator that shows which elements I carry. I do my best to keep calm. So at the moment, our relationship with them is neutral, so they're not really sure about us, we're not sure about them, but you can do things for these different races that increase your relationship, your friendship or whatever. And then as time goes on, they start giving you upgrades for your weapons and things like that. What's my second hardest platinum? I really don't know, to be honest, FIFA. Maybe Call of Duty Classic? Let's just take our iron from here. Thomas, it's not nice being grabbed by your multi-tool. Oh man. Very good. Yeah, my second highest plat is probably Call of Duty Classic, or maybe Call of Duty World at War, but that's probably because I did it a long time ago. And let's take these as well. And it could have been that I just wasn't as good a gamer back then, but they are still difficult plats. I know Call of Duty Classic is considered very hard. Obviously Overwatch is quite a proud one for me. Oh, and the Witness has one trophy that's renowned for being like a 9 or 10 out of 10 difficulty, but I didn't really have much trouble with it. But I'm very proud of the platinum because so few people have earned it since they patched the game, so you couldn't exploit it and sort of cheat. So I did it, after they patched it, which is a lot harder. He says, is this game hard? I've not platted it yet, but I don't see it being difficult. I really don't see this being difficult, but possibly long-winded. Although you don't need to reach the center of the universe, which is kind of cool. So you can get the trophies without necessarily playing it for hundreds of hours. Right, we've got some oxide here, so we'll give him that. The warrior grunts. It teaches me some of their language. Okay. Is this a galactic trade terminal? I might just buy some carbon, because I think if we buy the carbon from him, let's have a look here. Buy items from the network. Oh, the shielding sheets. Let's have a look. Because I don't really want to have to go down to a planet to get some carbon. I think if we give him carbon, actually, you know what? I believe, Magmox. 35,100 per piece. I think if some of these things, wow, look at that. Nearly 3 million credits. Crumbs. I think if these say that they are lower or higher than the, if we can buy them for less than the usual amount, so if the number's green, it's got a minus, it means we can buy that for 2, or like here, we could buy this for minus 3.7%, less than the galactic average, which means that we can trade, so we can take that and then we can go to another outpost and sell it for more. And that's how trading works, which is pretty cool. So if we go to sell, I can actually get some carbon from the plants in this area. If we've got any, shall we sell this iron just because it's plus 3.3%? Oh wow, shielding sheet plus 93.5% from the galactic average. So that's got a star next to it. Maybe that means it's a especially valuable thing to sell. you know, it's especially worthwhile selling. Yeah, look at this, crumbs. That's obviously, I think that star is relating to things that this particular star system is in desperate need of. So, neutrino module, we don't have any of those particular kind of trade commodity items, but I'm going to have a look and see if we've got any titanium in the ship, because if we have, we're going to sell that, because that's going to be worth more. Obviously, we can just farm it on planets. We're not going to farm it and come back and sell loads of it, but if we have got any, it's definitely worth selling. And plutonium. Okay, so we can actually spare some plutonium, because we farmed a lot of it, didn't we? So plutonium, titanium, and shielding sheet. Let's go and check out how many of them we might have. Titanium, plutonium, and shielding sheet. Sorry guys, I'll check your questions in a moment. Just gonna, while I can remember what I'm looking for. Actually, I don't need to get in it, do I, to check my inventory? Platinum, plutonium. I'm going to sell this entire stack because now they've changed it so that you can, unless, how much does it use? I'm going to just test something out here. We've got 500 titanium. We don't have any more titanium. Shielding sheets, shielding shards. Can we make a shielding sheet? Let's have a look. Craft. Alright, so we've got 500 plutonium. We get 4 takeoffs from a full charge. So if we charge this now, 25% uses up 50. So a full charge is 200, which means it's 50 plutonium per takeoff. So if I keep 50 and sell 400 of them, at least then we can top it up after we take off from this particular station here. Let's have a look. My uncle has 2 platinums. Oh, I'm just going to scroll back through these comments because I've realised there's been quite a lot said. I think I'll buy No Man's Sky eventually, just working my way through Uncharted 4 at the moment, so it might be a while. Uncharted 4 is quite a quick platinum, to be honest with you. Who was that? No, that was Tom, wasn't it? Yeah, you can get that done in a couple of days, probably. Depends how you're playing it, if you're following a guide for the collectibles and things like that. FIFA says, my uncle has 2 platinums, including the Witness. He said that he cheated on it because he has the game finished on the PC, so he just did the puzzles. Yeah, the thing is, you can cheat with all the other. Let's just grab some of these a sec. Come on, we need one more plant. Is there any more plants around? Oh, damn it. No. Okay, we've not got enough carbon, but I think if we speak to him... press L3 to activate a star system scan. Okay, I think if we speak to him again, it's just going to give us the option to heal, because that's what it usually did before. So I was thinking he was going to give us a schematic, but he actually just taught us the word for warp, so maybe that's going to allow us to listen into a radio signal, which is going to tell us where we can get that warp, you know, where we can find the schematic. Oh, unless, what's this up here? Yeah, so on the Witness, you can cheat if you want with 99% of the game, but there's one trophy that relates to doing a series of, oh, it's not. Can we build one of them? No, not yet. We don't have the schematic for it. Yeah, there's one trophy at the end that you unlock this challenge mode, or this like challenge area, and you have around 6 minutes to complete a bunch of puzzles which are randomly generated, so there's no cheating. So in other words, if you cheated on the rest of the game, you wouldn't know how to complete those puzzles. There we go. We've got an incoming signal. I'm tempted to start shooting these ships. Yeah, let's try it out. We don't have very good weapons yet, but I'm going to test this out and see how it works. Is it a player, do you reckon? I don't think it is. But what's going on? Is it locking on? Oh, local distress signal. So have they got like security coming? Sentinel starships incoming. Oh dear, we're gonna die, aren't we? Let's, oh, we can't fly away. Pulse engine offline. Space station proximity. Okay, we're nearly dead. I just wanted to see what would happen. We're probably going to die, and I think we've got a kind of... I think we've got to save. Oh, shield's down, crumbs. Okay. It's all good. Try and roll away. Yeah, okay. It seems as though you can't go into the super fast like pulse drive mode if you're being attacked. Right, we can't. Okay, that's fine. Here lies one from a distant star, but the soil. Oh, okay. Right, so return to death location to recover inventory. Oh wow. Oh, that means our stuff's all going to be out there, doesn't it? Have we lost everything? No, we've lost all our ship stuff. Alrighty, guys. I just wanted to kind of see what would happen if we died. Anyway, back to answering your questions. Yeah, at the end, like I say, at the end of the witness, you do need to understand the game to be able to do that final trophy, because there was a cheat where you could pause the game, but now you can't pause it, so you have to do it in 6 minutes. Do I have... Oh, right. Let's have a look. Was Destiny hard? It was when I did it. It's not anymore. Is that... Wait, what is that over there? On Planet Beacon. Right. That's a bit of a shame that we've kind of lost everything, unless we get it back when we get into our ship. I'm just going to make sure that we have spoken... Yeah, no, we have done all this here, haven't we? Alrighty. Oh wait, we didn't sell... What was it I was going to sell? Oh yeah, we didn't get around to doing that. Okay, no worries. Let's see if we can find our gear. I wonder what happens if, you know, if you die when you're... Ooh, there's a waypoint. Where's the other one? Why is this... Do we need to go there, or was that just telling us that there is one there? Yeah, I think we're fine. Oh, I've already been there, and it's telling us to go back for a beacon. Right, I keep getting sidetracked, don't I, guys? Yeah, Destiny was very difficult when I first did it, because you had to do a raid without dying, and you could only be sort of the level that the raid required you to be. But now they've added new levels. You can be much higher level, and there's like obviously the second raid that came out is so much easier to do. You can do it with 2 people, and you can do it without dying in about 10 minutes. But when we did it, it was like a 9 out of 10 difficulty. Let's have a look. Where's this actual beacon? Is it around the other side of the planet, or? No, it's right here, isn't it? Which football team do I support? I support Man United, which is going to be very exciting this year. A lot of changes at the club. New manager Mourinho is going to turn it around, hopefully, and a lot of new players. Very exciting. So we're going to land down here, guys, and then I'll check the rest of your comments because it seems quite active. It reminds you of the gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, man, it's the first one that you start off with. Let's have a look. Yeah, I agree with you on Uncharted 4, Tom. It does get a bit tedious, and the game, you know, if you play too much of it at a time. It's a pity he didn't tell you the word for beer. If you're trying to do crushing, Tom, complete the game first, and then you can use the gameplay tweaks that make crushing a lot harder. I didn't particularly enjoy the game though. I think it's like, I don't think it's as good as the trilogy. Ran out of ideas. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a kind of cash in. It's like, oh, we'll give them one more because it's bound to sell. Definitely had the hardest crushing, but that's why they've given you the opportunity to be able to do it. Let's just jump back into our ship a second. That's why they've given you the chance to be able to do it with those cheats. The game render yeah, when you unlock the game render options. A bit going down the hill. Let's have a look. Oh, you're on about the bit in the caves? Yeah, that was insane. Tum, this one literally is like 10 times harder than the other ones on Crushing, but whereas the last games had a cheat that you could use which wasn't meant to be there, it was an exploit, this game actually lets you use them. It's like part of the game, and that's why they've made it so hard, because they expect you to use the cheats that you unlock from completing it once. And yes, I am excited for Pogba's return. Uncharted 2, yeah, I'll probably agree with you there, Best Clever. It's my favourite just because my memories of it are stronger. This one, the thing is, right, the difference between... let's just get some carbon here. The difference between the previous Uncharted and the new one is the lack of the decent sort of set pieces. Where's this? Oh, it's down there. Okay. Leave me alone, guys. Why are you getting so in my face? Yeah, because Uncharted 2 and 3 especially had these awesome set pieces that were really memorable. But on Uncharted 4, the only set piece that you really remember is the one that they showed in all the trailers. You know, the one where you're being dragged behind the car. And that's all well and good. It was quite fun, but you know, it wasn't as good as the set pieces on the previous games, and we already knew about them before the game started. So, like on Uncharted 3, for instance, you had the whole boat scene, which was an awesome set piece, which lasted for like several missions or several chapters, and then you had the plane sequence crashing in the desert as well. So you had all this stuff going on. It's really memorable. Like, I'm never going to forget those sequences. But this new one doesn't have anything like that. Right, so we might be on a different part of this planet now, and this is the one that we've already discovered. Oh, are we going to drop? Oh no. Yeah, we've already discovered sort of half the creatures here, so I might have another bit of a look around, because we've got to go to this outpost anyway, and I'm wondering whether it's worth... Should we fly there? Should we take off and fly there, or should we... No, let's walk there. It's going to take us 18 minutes. Quite a long time. We can run parts of it, but at least along the way we can top up our supply of resources, which we ended up losing, and we can also look for some more creatures. We do need a supply of the basic resources. Let's see. Gek Charm. Oh, we can sell that. So what was it? It was plutonium and... is it zinc? Oh no, we interact with that. Have we put everything into our ship? Yeah, we're not actually... Yeah, let's do that now. Shielding... Oh, shielding plate. Where did we get that from? Because we can sell that for a ton of money. Increased capacity energy storage unit. Promotes efficient energy storage within exosuit and starship inventories. So, what does that do exactly? I'm not sure what's going to happen if we put that into our suit, whether it's going to upgrade our suit or increase its capacity. Increased capacity energy storage unit. Should we try it out, guys? It's going to be a bit of a waste if it's just going to top it up, but they seem to be worth a lot of money, so I think it's going to upgrade it. Charge equipment with oxide. Let's try it. Who knows? Oh, seriously? He's just wasted it. Tell you what I might do then is go back to our save, which is literally just a few moments ago. So I don't want to go wasting that. That was something we can sell for like 100% extra. Reload current save. Yeah. Yeah, put it straight back in. It's quite cool that you can go back to an old save. Uncharted 4 kicks in at around chapter 15. The beginning is really slow. You know what, Cladder? I actually enjoyed the beginning because it was a lot of story, it was a lot of, you know, character building and all that kind of thing. I liked, because it was quite nostalgic, having played the original trilogy. I enjoyed everything that happened. But then when the gameplay started, I felt like all the chapters were the same. It was a bit like Uncharted 1. It reminds me a lot of Uncharted 1, which was a case of climb for a while, shoot for a while, climb for a while, shoot for a while, and that was basically it. Uncharted 2 and 3 had all these amazing set pieces, and it just didn't carry over to the fourth game, unfortunately. And the Crash Bandicoot Bay, I just love that they had a PS1 in that game, and you could play the PS1 on the screen within the game. It was just so cool. Okay, we're here now. Okay, I didn't even look at this, guys. The new technology. Hang on, where are we? FTL propulsion drive. So we've got the warp drive. Did that happen before? I don't seem to remember us getting the warp drive from that beacon. That was very odd. Yeah, because this is what happened before. We did this, and it showed up. It showed up a location where we need to go. Oh, advanced life form detected. Oh, that will be in the shelter. Okay, so I think this guy is going to give us what we need to be able to build this whatchamajigger. So let's take a look here. Alright, so what we need to do here, guys, is we need to build our, let's have a look, hyperdrive. So the hyperdrive requires a dynamic resonator, which we can craft once we've got the schematic for it, but we're given one. I think they're going to give us one to begin with. We do need some Heridium, and we lost all our Heridium, didn't we? Because we let ourselves die just to see what would happen. So let's find our ship. Where's our ship gone? There's where we're headed. Our ship's up here, so I'm going to just pop everything into our ship so that we've got room to find all the things that we need. Yeah, glad to see you guys are sensitive to spoilers. There may not be many people in the stream, but there might be more watching this back later, so probably a good job to avoid spoilers for games that are relatively new. Okay, so let's just top up our hazard protection, then we're gonna... In fact, you know what, while we're here, let's just fly. Let's just fly to this shelter. And I think the advanced life form... Oh, what's that down there? Oh, it's probably just some debris. I think the advanced life form is going to be in this shelter, and he's probably going to have one of those dynamic resonators for us. So let's just speed up a bit. I do still wonder where we go to sort of find our old inventory if we get killed in space, because unless it's just floating around in the void, then I guess there's not really any way of getting it back, unless it falls and crash lands on a planet or something. Let's land down here. Alright, dude, catch you in a bro. Catch you in a minute. Man, I must be tired. Those plants are pretty cool. What are they called? Gumphus Ormigeo. Alrighty. So we are at a sort of, I guess, a way station here or something. Cargo. Let's grab some of this stuff. Oh, shielding shard. Did we get back our shield thingamajig? Shielding shard. Oh, we just got a shard this time. That's very strange. Okay. Power canister. Increased capacity power gel source. Promotes efficient power storage within exosuit and starship inventories. Huh. So what does that do then? It makes it sound as if you can store more stuff in your inventory, but you can move and stack it. Can you use it to charge anything? Life support, power canister. See, some of these things don't really explain what they do extremely well. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. We're going to keep hold of it for now. It would be nice if it does increase our inventory, but if we just use it to test it out and it doesn't do that, it just kind of charges, then it's going to be a complete waste until we find out, you know, what it does actually do. So we are going to just pop some of our stuff here into our ship. Keep the thamium on us. We're going to put the plutonium in. Yeah. Welcome to whoever's just joined us, guys. Welcome to the stream. We're on our second planet and we're working on getting our hyperdrive sorted. But we're just kind of doing some inventory management here for a second. We'll keep one shielding shard on us. We'll keep the carbon and the thamium. The iron's not really any use to us at the moment because it doesn't recharge our suit anymore. Let's just get our suit recharged briefly and then jump back out. Actually, you know what? We don't need to, because once we get inside, that will do it for us. There's some birds flying around by the looks of it. I can see some shadows on the ground, and I'm not sure if they count as creatures on the planet or not. And I wonder if you can scan these security bots. Maybe not. Something over there as well. Oh no, that's... Ah, okay, yeah, so that's our... Oh, our grave. Ah, okay, we can get our stuff back. We're going to go and check that out in a bit. Grave, that's quite funny. A mid-air grave in space. Ooh, interact weapon terminal. What does this do? Compare 43,000 units. Okay, we can't buy this just yet. Let's see what happens if we try. Yeah, no, we'll get enough money for these types of weapons pretty soon. It's got some nice upgrades on it as well. I think that must be new because I didn't come across anything like that. I came across sort of terminals like this that gave you upgrades and things like that, but we actually got a free weapon upgrade from one of these guys. So what does he have for us? Interact, let's see. Is it going to be... Okay, so we've increased our relationship with this species or with this race. Ah, he's going to upgrade our weapon here, guys. So we are an accomplice with him now, and I think because of that, because we're closer, you know, we've got a better relationship with the Vykeans. He says, the warrior looks at me with fire in his eyes. This species is clearly aggressive, and I doubt I'm welcome. Yet the life form bows in greeting. Tradition and honor perhaps dictate it. I don't feel in immediate danger, and I'm about to turn and leave when the creature points towards my multi-tool. It barks with concern and makes a motion to suggest that I should hand it over. So we are going to hand it over because I think, you know, you can tell the difference between the last time we met one of these guys when it said that, you know, he seemed quite wary of us and he was a bit aggressive. Now it's saying that he's still obviously an aggressive race, but he's greeting us and he seems to be more friendly, and that's because we've reached this accomplice level with their species by, I guess, dealing with them and being peaceable with them. So, I wonder if you can kill them. Anyway, hand over the multi-tool. Oh, look at this thing. How cool is that? That's like an ice weapon. So let's have a look. It's got new multi-tool. It's got 8 slots. It's got more slots than we had. Let's compare it here. So our old one had just the 5 slots. It's got the analysis visor and scanner. The scanner's already active, but we need the analysis visor to be able to discover creatures and things like that. So we need to build that. What's this one though? Beam coolant system tau. Lengthens the time between mining beam cooldown periods. Has more slots than the one in the wall. Possibly. We'll have a look in a second. In fact, if we equip this one, we can compare it to the one in the wall. And it's also about, I think it's got like base stats and things like that. I'm not sure what all of these are. But look, it looks like it's got much lower stats on this one, unless that inner circle means something else. But you know, it's got more slots, so it's going to be better. And it increases our standing with the Vykians. Now, if we speak to him again by spending 20 carbon, I think it just gives us the option to have him heal us or have him like do any number of different things. Oh, we do have a device here though. I forget what this does. Oh, hang on. What's this? JJ O'Brien says we can scrap the mods on the old gun. Are you sure? Because I'm not sure if we can actually access our old weapon anymore. I think it replaces it completely. Because what it does is your... oh, I could have... Yeah, I guess I could have done it before I swapped it. I'll try that next time. Next time we get a weapon upgrade. Because what it does, it replaces your weapon. And then if you... For instance, if we were to install the bolt caster... if we were to install this, then it would make it a different type of gun that we can switch between modes on, so we can switch from mining and back to like normal fire. You've got to scrap them before you trade it. Yeah, I get that now. Thanks for pointing that out, JJ. That's going to be important to know for later. I'm sure we'll get lots of upgrades to our weapons, so we can make sure to scrap everything that's on the original one before we go and trade it. You'll get materials back. I'm sure, to be honest, I'm sure the first weapon probably only had very basic materials. Like the upgrades it had probably were made up of very basic materials that we can just get hold of quite easily. But as we get to high level weapons, we'll make sure to do that. So that's a very good shell, Winner Man. Health at maximum. Is that just a healing stone or something? I don't really understand things like this where it can heal you, because your health regenerates over time anyway. Unless, I think maybe once your shield goes down... Actually, no, that's true, isn't it? I think your health... Let's bring up our... Yeah, on the top left there, you've got a bar, and I think that represents your shield, if I'm correct. And then the different sort of plus signs, the different like first aid signs, represent different sections of your health. So I'm guessing you could lose 3 sections of health, and then your shield could recharge, and your health is still low. So that seems to... Yeah, that kind of explains that, doesn't it? Alrighty, guys. So this was just for a weapon, which means the waypoint up in the air, up in the sky, that's going to be where we need to go to get the... we've already got the schematic for the hyperdrive, haven't we? Have we? Oh, crumbs. It said it gave it to us earlier. I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, there it is. So I'm guessing we'll get the dynamic resonator from the next waypoint. We'll get one of them, and then we'll have to sort of figure out how they function. I'm going to try something here actually. Let's just take this stuff. Geknip, I think that's food for pet Geks. This here, we can build a bypass chip, I believe, in our... Oh, what's all this? Oh, wait, yeah, okay. Bypass chip. Oh yeah, we can build one. Let's build one of these. We need plutonium and iron, that's fine. And I want to test something out here, guys, because there's lots of these around that allow you to call in a starship. And I don't know what this does, so we're going to try it. Someone in the stream may know. They may have tried it already. So, Warrior Gopin. Can we get in this? Oh, don't tell me this means... Ah, that's what's Co-Conspirator. The Warrior makes... Oh, okay, so you call these in and you get the option to buy them, I suppose. The Warrior makes a bark of acceptance to show its willingness to trade. It prepares its cargo for inspection. JJ, it says, I think it's for calling your ship if you go through a portal monolith. I haven't actually come across portal monoliths yet. It's the first time I've heard of them. But it doesn't do that. Once you catch up with the stream, as you can see here, it gives us the option to buy a starship, which is obviously better than what we've got, but they're going to be very expensive, I guess. Buy items from, sell items to, and make an offer. Let's see if there's anything that he buys for a particularly high price. Anything that's sort of 99%, like some of the things were on that other space station. No, it was plutonium, wasn't it? I'm going to try and farm some plutonium here, because once we go back to that space station, it seems like they pay a lot of money for it, and it would be a good way of building up some money. Let's see if we can make an offer. Compare and transfer Starship inventory. Right, so this has got advanced cooling Sigma, accelerated fire Sigma. We need to charge up. Oh, it's already got a hyperdrive, but of course we've got nowhere near enough money to buy it, to buy the ship itself. It needs almost 500,000 credits or units. But that's interesting though, at least we know what that does. So when we get to the point where we've got a lot of money, we can start trying to buy the ships that are available. I'm going to have another little look around, see what's going on in this sort of facility. I'm glad that the upgrades don't take up inventory slots. That's good to know, because that would be a nightmare if they did. You come across them quite often, don't you? Device, what's that? Okay, it's just credits. Kind of reminds me of a first-person Mass Effect when you're in areas like this, like those terminals and things like that are very much sort of Mass Effect style. Okay, we've got some animal noise going on. Let's see if... Oh, no analysis visor. We need to build our visor, don't we? So, oh, we're already on that. Right, let's have a look. Analysis visor. So we need some iron. Let's get some iron sorted, guys, just to make sure we've got our visor sorted, and we can discover any creatures we come across. Okay, this is one of those big blocks of iron that has a ton in. Takes a long time to get through though. The charge is going down nice and slow on this one though, so maybe it can carry more kind of ammo or whatever. Oh, I lost track of the overheating then. It does look kind of cool, doesn't it? It looks like some of the the DLC weapons. What was the DLC that had the Destiny DLC that had the second raid? It looks like some of the weapons from that raid, with all the spikes and stuff coming out of it. Right, let's build our visor here. Arrive in. Have we discovered? No, we haven't discovered. Let's discover this place. Oh, some more creatures. Come on, please. Ah, yeah, we haven't discovered these. Nice. Hopefully they'll add to our total. Right, this is the beacon thing that allows us to save and sort of discover this area. And I think I see a language stone over there. I need to get into the habit of using our scan more regularly, because... Oh, you know what I've just noticed, guys? The scan doesn't show up the language stones anymore. It did beforehand, but for some reason now it doesn't, which is kind of a shame, although I did find that with those stones around... Oh, no, it does if you're close enough. Okay. I did find that the scan was so wide before that it would show up language stones all over the place, and you just get sidetracked and end up sort of searching for ages, picking up all these different stones. What's this here? Iron. What's that over there? Babbler. Learn 5 words. Let's hop over here. We might jump down into the caves. Oh no, it's only a little drop off, isn't it? Oh no, it might go into a cave system. Yeah, it looks biomechanical. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Are these iron as well? Why are they kind of glowing red? I think that's because of these things. They're pretty cool. I don't want to destroy that, although I do need the isotope, so... That's going to take away the red sheen from these blocks of iron. Let's just sort out our life support here. Oh, I think we might need that Thamium. What is it we're trying to build again? Yeah, it's the... Yeah, so we need Heridium. We lost the Heridium, didn't we, in the crash, or, you know, when we got killed, so... I think it's probably time we went back to our ship, and... Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Okay, so we're going to go back to our ship, and we're going to see if we can find our inventory that we lost. What's this? Maybe they balanced it to your upgrade path so you can scan them easier the better your skill is. Yeah, but I'm not sure if there is a skill. I think it's going to be more related to the upgrades. I think it would be more tied into your weapon upgrade, or maybe your visor. You know, because there's bound to be upgrades for your weapon that involve increasing the distance at which you can scan. In fact, I think I've already seen them. Inventory full, right, that's fine. Oh, we are near our ship, so let's put some stuff in our ship and see what is in that thing. Transfer. See, if we transfer both stacks of iron, they'll be stacked up into one pile here. Or nearly to one pile. Let's scrap one of these. Because you can carry double the amount in your ship as you can on your person or in your suit. Geknip, crafts product. What's this? Edible product much beloved by the Gek. Are there Geks on this planet? Always beaked trader allows beaked traders to release delightfully scented packets of gas for a prolonged period of time. Okay, fair enough. Shielding plates. I still don't know what that does. Maybe it just recharges your suit by more than the shielding shard. But I feel like it's going to upgrade our suit somehow. It just doesn't seem... It says increased capacity energy storage unit promotes efficient energy storage within exosuit and starship inventories. So I don't know how we use that. Maybe what if we go to our starship? What if we transfer it over here? Does it change anything? Nope, maybe we can use it to charge. Let's have a look. No, it's very odd, that one. I don't really get that. Maybe it just charges our suit by a greater amount than the shielding shard, like I had mentioned, but it seems like it does something more, and I'm not really sure what that is. I might keep the Geknip on us in case we come across any Gek, and we can like feed them and see what they do for us. Okay. Oh, weird. Yeah, it's falling quite a lot. Alrighty, guys. I feel like that might be Heridium over there, which we do need, and it might save us going back to our inventory in space. So let's just charge up our suit protection here quickly. And then I'm going to check and see if that is Heridium behind us. Because as long as we get one stack of it, we'll be sorted, and we can build our hyperdrive as soon as we get that other item that we need. It's quite cool at night. I do like the way the lighting changes. Look at the sky. We'll just stop and have a look at that, guys, because it's just so beautiful. It's like I was saying at the start of the stream, it's one of those games that might not have as great a polygon count or as great a frame rate as some other games, but the artwork in it, just the art style that they've brought together, and the use of colours and things like that, and the kind of mixture where the clouds are, and it just looks really authentic and realistic, but also really beautiful as well. Yeah, we've got some Heridium here, so let's blast away at this for a while. once we get back to our ship, I'm just going to double check my messages and oh, we're also going to check and see if we can start up the YouTube stream by the PS4 as well. How are we getting on with this? We've got one just about full stack. We need two really. So, in fact, how many do we need for the hyperdrive? I think it's 200. Yeah. So if we take 3 stacks or as much as we can, then that means that we can have one full stack of 500 even after we've used the original 200. You see, it's all about planning ahead. All about organisation. Well, we've still got one viewer in the stream. I think that's you, JJ. Oh, prepare for the obscene chat in YouTube. There's loads of idiots there. I'm going to screenshot so many planets in this. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I might take some screenshots using my Elgato device. It give us some nice high resolution screenshots. How are we getting on here? Hey, we've got, yeah, let's get another 153. The obscene chat, are you, when you say the obscene chat on YouTube, do you mean my videos? Because that's out of character. Most of my viewers are pretty decent guys, pretty decent people. Another 8. There we go, right, so we've got 199, we need one more. Okay. So we've got what we need. We're going to make our way to... we're going to check in on our death location, although I think it might have disappeared by now. No, there it is. So we're going to go to our grave, see if we can retrieve anything we had before. And we're also going to head towards the next waypoint, which is hopefully going to give us the whatchamajigger thing. I'm not going to look at the name of it now, because I keep pausing. But, oh, I see what you mean. So a lot of the streams have got like nasty chat going on. Yeah, I think usually most of my viewers are pretty good when it comes to like their chat. Genuine guys. Just gonna have a scan around of the environment and see if I can see any plutonium. It's always worth keeping that topped up so we can take off from planets. Save us landing on a planet without any plutonium or without any charge and realizing that we have to search the whole planet to try and find some. Come on. Oh, I've already found him. Okay. He's a symmetric gender. So in other words, a hermaphrodite, I guess. Okay guys, so let's just sort out a few bits and pieces here very quickly. We've got the thamium and carbon, keep that on us. Keep the Gex stuff and the zinc. We're going to pop the shielding shard in, I think. Heridium is, yeah, we'll pop 2 of those stacks in. And the chrysonite. I wonder if these power canisters can be sold for good money anywhere. Right, let's take off. And we're going to fly directly towards our death location. So, let's try and line it up with that. So we're going to arrive in about 30 seconds or so. How fast are we flying? We're flying at 200,000 kilometers a second. That's insane. I haven't been lunched on by predators. During my initial playthrough, yeah. During the first playthrough that's up on YouTube right now. Lots of times. They're really annoying. But not yet, not during this playthrough. We've had a few predatory animals, I think, below us in caves, because the marker's shown up. But, oh, crumbs. Ah! Oh, for a minute there, I forgot the button to slow down. Right, where's this? Where's our... I just need to fly away a bit, because it disappeared, the waypoint. The waypoint for our grave, where is it? Oh, is that? There it is. Right, so let's go and check out how we collect our items that we lost. Okay. Hey, okay. Can we pick up... Oh, how do we get so close to a planet? So I'm going to check and see... Yeah, because we can only pick them up in the ship. We do need to try and pick up the plutonium that we dropped. So if we transfer some of this stuff back to our... yeah, if we put over all the half-full stacks into our ship, then that will mean that we can top it up with whatever was in our inventory when we died. So let's pop these back in, and let's... Oh, is that our death marker? Arrive in... Oh, we flew right past it, crumbs. Just because we were boosting. Okay, let's try and pick up the rest of our stuff here. Iridium times 500. Okay, so we've got any inventory space here. Did we pick up the plutonium? That's the big question. Yeah, we picked up one stack, two stacks. Okay. Alright, we can actually use that now to... plutonium to charge up this. Give us an extra slot back. We've got euthamium here. Yeah, might as well use that. We're going to top up our life support with the carbon. And our cool mining beam, our cool new weapon here. Carbon. Euthamium. Okay, so let's trash anything that we don't need, really. These small stacks of thamium, things like that, we don't need to worry about keeping hold of that. We'll keep the zinc for now. We're going to pass some stuff across. Yeah, we just want to make sure we've picked up everything we can, because some of that stuff we're selling for a lot of money. So, let's see here. The cryptonite. Okay, so let's just turn around once more and see if our inventory is still there, or whether we have picked up all of it. Yeah, there it is. Because I'm going to take some of this plutonium to the trading post and sell it, because it sells for 90% on, you know, an extra 90% on top of its usual value. Oh, stop. Where's it gone? Oh, I'm losing track. There it is. It's such a huge game, and you're traveling at such massively... cool, we've got all of it now. Yeah, you travel at such huge speeds that when you're trying to get somewhere specific and you're using your boost, even if you brake at the right moment, you find yourself miles past it, because you're traveling at, like... I mean, even now, we're traveling at 700,000 kilometers. Is that right? No, maybe that's our distance. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get back into this. Is it going to pull us in yet? JJ says, make sure to upload your discoveries before you leave the planet. I think you can upload them after having left the planet. So like here, what I was going to do is get some of you viewers to name them, but to be honest, I think that's going to be such a long process. There's so many things, I think. Yeah, so you do, you know, you can upload them from anywhere. Because on the left here, you'll notice a list of all the planets we've been on. So we've only been to one system so far, and we've only actually been on one planet, because both our objectives have been at the same place. but you can click on all the planets. So even if you've got hundreds here or thousands, you can go back to your very first one and still upload the things that you found whilst you were there, which is quite useful. And it gives you a lot of money as well. This is a good way of getting income, guys. If you're playing the game, be sure to you know, upload everything that you scan. And although there's only a trophy related to scanning creatures, it's worth scanning the plants as well, because they give you money when you do upload them, and you get money when you initially scan them. So now we've gone from about 1,000 credits to about 17,000. So absolutely worthwhile. We're going to go back. In fact, I'm going to grab all the valuable items from here. Let's have a look. We've got... it wasn't platinum, so we're going to put the platinum back into our ship. We're going to put the iridium in our ship. Shielding plate. Let's take the... How much plutonium have we got? Is it only the one stack? Okay. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to charge our launch system with some of the plutonium. We've still got another 460, so we need to keep 50. Once we take off again, we'll need another 50. So we can sell 410. Hang on a sec, it's taking less. It took less to charge it then. Maybe I have managed to upgrade it somehow with something I've found. Oh, crumbs, who knows? Let's have a look anyway. Let's go and see if we can do some trading. Yeah, gold. You can find all sorts of valuable resources. Any resource is worth farming to sell, but the thing is, you can buy and sell to trade as well. So if you look at it, obviously you want to sell the items at a location where it's particularly valuable. So if something is rare in a certain star system, or have a star next to it, if we have a look here, see there, shielding sheet sells for plus 93%, basically double the price of what it usually sells for. So I'm going to actually grab that out of my ship in a minute and sell the one that we've got. Power canisters sell for energy recharge cell. Yeah, see, I don't really want to lug them around, because I'm not going to want to use them, because we can find resources to charge up our suit. And so they're just going to sit in my inventory taking up space. So I might actually sell them, even though they're not selling for a huge amount. And I may sell this as well, because it's at least they're plus, you know. If we do need to buy one again for whatever reason, we can buy it from a system where it's cheaper, where it's like lower price than normal. So I think I may sell both of these. So sell 2. Yeah, we're not going to use them, are we? Where is the other thing that we were going to sell? The plutonium. We're going to sell 410. Oh, did we not bring it with us? Titanium as well. Titanium, plutonium, and shield. Whatever that shield thing it was. So let's just see if we've got line of sight with it here and can grab it. Shielding. Was it the shards as well? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Shielding plate. Oh, so why is it not allowing us to sell that? That's kind of strange. Let's send the plutonium across. And some of the shielding shards as well. I think we're out of room. Yeah. Let's put something back into our ship. And grab the shielding shard. Yeah, I'm not... Because most planets have the ability to find zinc or whatever, we'll just stick with that for recharging. Yeah, millions, a lot of money, but you can definitely make it, especially with the uploading your discoveries and selling items that you're not using. I'm just not sure why it won't allow us to sell this. Shielding sheet. We've got one in our inventory. Oh, you know, I've just remembered. This is something I actually did realise when I was playing it before. This was quite embarrassing. You, rather than going back to your ship and finding the things you want to sell, you can switch to your ship's inventory. Iron sells for a little bit extra. I really don't know why it's not letting me sell the shielding sheet. 0 out of 0. I've definitely got one. Is it the right name I'm thinking of? Let's just check. Shielding sheet. Oh, okay. Sorry, that's my bad. That's a shielding plate. Right, but the shielding shards, do they sell? I think they sell for good money. If they sell for at least plus something, you know, plus the average, you know, more than the average selling price across the galaxy, then... Oh, no, they don't. Oh, shielding plate. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, so the shielding sheet is the one that can sell for loads. I wonder if we can build a shielding sheet. What's going on here? I've got my wires all kind of tangled up. Oh. Let's see if it lets us build one, because we've got the shielding plate. Maybe we use that to build a shielding sheet. No, we don't have the recipe for it yet, unless it's... No, it won't be one of them. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's do the plutonium. We want to sell about 410 of the plutonium. Oh, Geknip, 20,000. Oh, I want to keep that though. I want to feed one of the Geks that we come across. In fact, we could try that on the planet that we were on earlier, or maybe on the next one we land on if there's any Geks around. I'll check my sort of collection of discovered items, whatever. Right, I want to sell. What is it? 410. We need 50 just to top up our... There we go. Right, so 410, 90 plus 92%. That's crazy, man. That's 32,000 units just for those 410. Awesome. That's actually put us very close to the amount you need to level up for the first time in the units or credits sort of earned or accumulated. Titanium. We don't have any titanium, do we? Or a neutrino module. Okay, let's go back to the first page and just double check there wasn't anything else. I might sell these shielding sheets, or shielding plates, sorry. 2.4%, yeah, why not? It's just taking up space. Yeah, let's go for it. We're going to find lots of them anyway. And I kind of want to sell these shielding shards, even though they're not selling for a very good price here. At least it frees up some space. So what the hell? So that, I think that's going to give me a landmark or milestone reached. Buy items from the Galactic Trade. Let's have a look and see what they're selling. Oh, is it Dynamic Resonator that we need? You know what? Wait, let's check our current objective here. Yeah, buy Dynamic Resonator from Station Terminal. So we did have to come here anyway for the mission. So that's worked out. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Worked out very nicely. Dynamic Resonator. Buy 1 of 2. So it's going to cost us 32,000, but it's cheaper than the average price, which is cool. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to have a quick look at our journey screen here and see how we're getting on with leveling up these. Most units accrued. Yeah, we met that first. It hasn't actually informed us yet. I think it will do when it's kind of caught up with all the things we've been selling and that, because it gives you sort of notification every time you do something of note. And so once it's listed all them, it will eventually tell us that we've reached the first milestone for the most units accrued. We've been walking a lot. Yeah, okay. We haven't survived at all in any extreme conditions because we haven't found any planets that have got extreme sort of atmospheres and things. What's this up here? We've already done that, haven't we? Okay, so give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to see if I can get the YouTube stream up and running once again. Ah, there you go. It's telling us about our milestone now. Let's see. Okay, so we need to rename this as I'll put switch to Twitch, twitch.tv/stay patient for commentary, because I haven't got the mic turned on for this, or at least I'm not going to have it turned on, just because I can't mute it with it being plugged in rather than wirelessly. I can't mute it, and I like to be able to mute it if I need to. So, start broadcasting. Oh, he still cannot connect to the server. That's rather frustrating. Alright, well, it looks like we're not going to be broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube today. I'm just going to double check. First of all, let's make sure we're not going to die anytime soon. Yeah, we're all good. Oh, life support seems to not go down when we're in these places with a proper environment, or proper, I guess, oxygen and stuff. That used to go down all the time. Life support device powered by isotope elements such as carbon, plutonium and thamium. To maintain acceptable levels of life, user must keep power cells online and operational at all times, recharged by direct isotope element insertion through the user's exosuit inventory. So yeah, I'm not sure. They must have changed that, because that used to go down constantly, no matter where you were. So let's see if anyone's... Let's see... Okay. Right, let's crack on, guys. Do a bit more before I stop for lunch and do some of my medical treatment. We're going to actually turn off the overlay for a moment, because you guys watching this back on YouTube later, you know, you don't want to be sat there looking at the same comments for a long time. But as soon as some more people join the stream, as soon as we get some activity in the chat, we'll turn it back on. But now, I wonder if these... Let's have a look around and see if we see anyone getting out. Because these ships are landing. I think they're just part of the kind of scenery. But it could be that people get out of some of them. I wonder if we... I don't think they're going to be people, because we're all going to be starting in different areas of the galaxy, at different ends, you know, right on the outskirts. So, because it's so huge, even if there's millions and millions of people... Oh, JJ says you can buy from them. Let's go and have a look. Oh, okay. I've not even tried this. That's pretty cool. So is this the same guy we spoke to earlier? Oh, you can buy their actual ships and you can trade with them as well. Nice shout there, JJ. Sell items. Let's see if he's got any items that he's particularly keen on. Oh, power reservoir. Did we have some? No, we didn't have them. We had like power cubes or something, didn't we? He's got anything that he's particularly keen on? Shielding sheet. Yeah, I think it looks like he's got the same figures as everyone else in this part of the galaxy. Unless he's... Yeah, we're in the cell menu, aren't we? Oh. Power canister. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got anything much different. Oh, the Atlas Stone. Sell them for a lot. Are we able to make them? Yeah, I don't think we've got the recipe for them. That's even more money than the previous one. Crazy. Almost, well, not far off $1 million, really. Let's see if we can make an Atlas Stone. No. Okay, we're going to crack on and get moving, because we need to build our warp drive. So let's do that now. Install technology, hyperdrive. Huzzah! So the next step is going to be fueling this. It's quite funny, because during this playthrough, because I'm fairly familiar with the basics of the game, we've actually got a huge amount done within... How long have I been streaming for? Let's have a look. 2 hours. Now, it took us this long just to get off the first planet, originally. because I was faffing about with different things. Charge the equipment with a warp cell. So our current objective is fuel hyperdrive. Now if we fly out of this space station, I think it's going to give us a waypoint of where we can go to get the things we need to build a warp drive. So there'll be like a transmission or something at some point. I wonder if our relationship with those Vykians has dropped because we attacked one of the ships. I'm not sure. Warp cell. So we need thamium, which we can get from these asteroids. Yeah, you're right, JJ. He says it's this game is about taking your time. The payoff for exploration will speed things up in the long term. Yeah. I think trying to get through the first bit where you're like learning how to fuel your ship and make sure you've got the hyperdrive and everything. Once you've got that sorted, then it's a case of using your hyperdrive to get to a new star system that's closer to the center, and then exploring around there. And obviously, like you say, taking your time allows you to get more money because you discover more items like plants and animals and stuff, and that mounts up your money, which allows you to buy better weapons and better suit upgrades and things. Just get out of the way of that actual meteor or asteroid. Oh, crumbs. Just reversed into it, but it did give us some thamium. But yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right in saying that it's going to benefit you. The more resources you find, the rarer stuff that you can sell or that you can use to craft with. The progress isn't so much about how close you are to the center, it's more about upgrading everything that you have access to, whether it's your weapons, your suit, your ship, buying better ones, upgrading them with better upgrades. Yeah. I think that's where you can kind of gauge someone's success or their progress in the game. You could fly closer to the center, but it might be that the planets start getting harder and harder, and you might not be equipped to be able to deal with the atmospheres and the hazards and the creatures and all those types of things. So being closer to the universe might actually be detrimental in many ways. Oh, okay, so it's telling us to use L3 to activate a star system scan, which I forget you can do because you weren't able to do that originally. But hopefully it's going to show up. There we go. Undiscovered planet, cool. So we're going to go to a new planet, and we're going to find something on there that's going to allow us to pick up. Let's have a look what it was we needed again. Install not technology. Sorry, it's a warp cell we need. So we've got the 100 thamium that we require. We need antimatter, so we don't have the recipe for making antimatter yet. I think this first waypoint is going to give us some antimatter that we can use to sort of boost jump once or warp once, and then obviously we're going to need to be able to make our own. It's a good job that when you're traveling this speed you don't hit into the asteroids that you're flying past or the space debris. Okay, still going to take 2 minutes. So is that speed we're traveling? No, that's how far away it is. I think on the left of our... Oh no, in the centre, that's our speed. There you go. So on the left is something about... I think that's our distance away from where we're trying to get to. Then we've got the pulse engine active in the centre there. We're going almost 900,000 kilometres a second, which is crazy. I think 300,000 kilometres a second is the speed of light. So we're going 4 times the speed of light at the moment, but it's about 40,000. In fact, I'm going to check something whilst we're in space, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to bring up the galactic map, and we're going to see how far away from the center we are. Wow. Okay, so I did a video the other day talking about, when I brought up this screen, I saw that we're 40,000 light years away, and I did a calculation working out how many kilometers that was, and it was, I think it was 300 million billion in the UK way of naming the numbers. 300 million billion kilometers from the center. This is actually, what's that, 860? This is 4.5 times further away, because they've actually made the game bigger. There's still the same amount of planets, but they've stretched out the galaxies so that when you're traveling within a star system, it takes you a bit longer to get between planets. They're not all kind of on top of each other. But that means that it's now, 300 million billion. So times that by 4 is 300, 600, 900, 1200, 1500 million billion. So 1.5 billion, I think that's right. I'm pretty good with my math, so yeah. So at the moment, scan for discoveries, that's quite cool. What does this do? Maybe it just shows up what you've discovered. So yeah, we're 1.5 billion kilometers away from the center of the universe right now. And at the moment, we are traveling at 4 times the speed of light. We were traveling at 100. We were traveling at 100 and let's say 100,000 kilometers a second, and we've got 3. Obviously, this is without taking warp into account, which is like a fast travel. But I'm just wondering how long it would take if we just used our normal ship speed. So if we're traveling at 100,000, I'd have to bring up a calculator or something, because on stream it's just trying to figure that out. It's going to be confusing. JJ says there are ways to jump many systems at a time. I'll say that much. Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. You upgrade your warp drives, don't you? I'm just leaving it on the screen for the moment because it's searching for discoveries, but maybe there aren't really any at the moment. I don't want to sit around for ages. Let's go back out, and yeah, it's fine. So look at this, guys. If we're traveling at normal speed, this planet, which looks quite large, it looks like we're fairly close to it. Because it's so huge, it's actually going to take us 2 hours to reach it if we fly at normal speed. If we use our circle boost, which is free to use, it doesn't use up any fuel, it would take, oh wow, it goes right down to 11 minutes. And if we use our pulse engine, it goes down to less than a minute. So you can see the different speed levels that you can travel at, and obviously the warp drive allows you to basically fast travel from one system to another, depending on how how much you've leveled it up, how much you've boosted it, so that you can maybe travel from one system to one that's like several systems away, as JJ just mentioned there. And I think that's what the guy who had the game a couple of weeks early did. There was a bit of an exploit where he was able to sell something, I think. I didn't look into it too much because I didn't want to know how it worked, but you could sell an item that you could easily farm and get loads of money, and then you could buy the item that you needed to be able to upgrade your warp drive and fuel it. So where's the actual waypoint on this planet? It is this planet we're heading for, isn't it? Don't tell me I've gone the wrong... Wait a second, have I gone to the wrong... Oh, you're kidding me. I could have sworn there was a waypoint here. We were... Oh, okay, that's my bad, guys. Oh, what a muppet. Okay, we're only 2 minutes away. I was going to either the wrong waypoint, or maybe I just thought I knew where I was going and I was flying in the completely wrong direction. You can sort of turn very slightly whilst you're doing this, or just kind of, I guess that's more of a dodge move than a turn. What we're going to do is we're going to go to this planet and we're going to pick up the... Yeah, sorry man, that was a bit of a blonde moment for me. Although I'm not a woman and I'm not blonde, so it doesn't really... the saying doesn't really fit, but you know what I mean. I'm very surprised. I think maybe because so many people are streaming this game today, going to be very difficult to get any viewership. But it's a shame that we haven't had a lot of our YouTube regulars jump in. I think they're so used to me streaming on YouTube that you know, that they're all kind of keeping an eye out for me to be streaming there. But at least they'll get the chance to watch this back when I put it up, you know, on my channel. Hopefully it's been an enjoyable session. You've been here for a while, JJ. Do you think people watching this back later are going to be interested in sticking around and watching the whole video, maybe joining us again for episode 2 and 3 and so on? Because it would be nice to build up a bit of a viewership based on, you know, based on No Man's Sky, because it's going to be the game I'm going to be playing for a while on my account. Obviously, I've got a lot of games I play for customers on my trophy service, but oh, crumbs! Bang! I was trying to avoid that, but I was travelling too fast. We do need to top up our Thamium anyway, we might as well. Literally, we need to go to the planet that's right next to the one that we started on. I think so, because you seem to know what you're doing. Thanks, man. I know the basics. I think a lot of people are starting this game for the first time today. And although I'm not that knowledgeable, there's a lot of things I didn't try because I was concentrating on certain trophies, so I didn't want to try things like fighting against other ships or anything like that, because I was trying to survive for as long as I could. Oh wow, we're still an hour away. Oh, it's because we've run out of fuel. That's why we stopped. Yeah, so there's some things that you've been able to point out that I wasn't aware of. Things that I've tried out for the first time, which is pretty cool. Yeah, like I say, I was trying to survive because there's one trophy that requires you to survive for a long period of time, although that trophy's been changed now, so I think it's quite different in the way it's structured. So yeah, that's why I didn't try it before, but now we've tested it out. We've found out what happens when you die. We found out how you can buy ships and how we can interact and trade with different NPCs in the game, even those who are you know, just in their ship at those trading posts or those sort of space stations. Sat here on my PS4 but watching the stream on PC. Hey, what a man. Oh. Let's speed this up a bit. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. They have the stream open whilst they're gaming. I know we've got a few regulars on Twitch that usually do that, but a lot of our regulars are from the US, I think. So it's only like, even on the East Coast, it's only 8 o'clock nearly. And then on the West Coast, it would be, what, 4 o'clock? No, nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. So as soon as they start getting up, we might get a few more viewers. But hopefully the quality of this is good enough for people to come back and check it out on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's not going to be 1080p on YouTube like the original videos were. I set it at 1080p and 60 frames as long as the game supports 60 frames. I'm not sure if it does, but that's what I set it to anyway. And let's just get some plutonium here. Always loads of it. Yeah, this one, because it's going to be a direct upload of the stream itself, it's going to be at 720p. But hopefully that will allow it to load a bit quicker when you guys are watching it back on my channel on YouTube. And I may break this video up into a couple of episodes because it's been quite long. And we're going to be back on, you know, even when I stop for lunch, we're going to be carrying on this afternoon. And hopefully, oh, look at all this. Hopefully all of you Americans who, you know, are up by then will be able to see the notification that I'm going live and come join us. So this is a new planet. We need to be aware of the creatures, and the first one we discover is going to give us a notification. Oh, why? Why? I didn't do anything. Destroy drones before they alert others or avoid detection to escape. That's really weird. I'm not sure why that happens. I think we can run away and just kind of hide. Oh, they've got like a bar above the head. Sentinel force deactivated, okay. I think they've changed it as well, because originally it didn't give you any kind of warning. But now, usually like you'd get spotted and then all the others would start coming, but now if one of them spots you, it seems that they alert the others, but as long as you take him out, the one that spotted you, quick enough, it can stop the others from arriving. So that's quite interesting. JJ says they attack you for mining stuff and destroying plants. I think they've changed that. I think that's one of the things that has been adjusted by the patch, simply because when I was playing it before, I spent about 8 hours with the game and I was doing loads of mining of plants and rocks and all that kind of stuff. And none of the sentinels turned against me. But when I started attacking the animals, that's when they did. So maybe that's a new feature. Maybe you've got to try and be subtle about your mining. Maybe it's only valuable items, possibly. Who knows? But we're going to have a look around and see if we can find that sentinel. Where has he gone? Can we scan this plutonium? Or is it like not a scannable item? I know you can scan the plant, but it doesn't count towards the trophy, unfortunately. Although that's good, I suppose, because for the trophy you need to scan every animal on a planet. So if you had to scan all the plants as well, that would be a nightmare. Okay, we're going to try and mine tons of this plutonium whilst these sentinels aren't around. Just keep an eye out for them because we don't want to get attacked. The reason I'm farming it all is because this is one of the items that sells for double the price in this particular star system. So as soon as we come across anywhere that we can trade, we'll be able to make a ton of money. Oh, okay, I don't want to get detected. I think when they start scanning, that's when they can detect you. So if you're not there when they start scanning the area, once they sort of detect that someone is breaking down the resources, they'll come and check, scan the location, and if you're not there, then hopefully you're safe. Let's make a save anyway, because that's going to be useful. We'll check out this building first. I know it's not the waypoint, but I'm going to see what's over here. And I believe you need to use bypass chips here to interact. But what that does, what these like sort of station things do, what's it called? Signal scanner. It kind of scans the planet for signals, like just anything of interest really. Whether it's some kind of radio broadcast or whether it's just a crashed ship with debris and stuff like that. So, I mean, you can do that. We're not going to worry about it now because planets are so huge. You can just explore them, and any sort of notable location will be shown up as a question mark anyway. You know, just whilst you're strolling around. So, we've got loads of upgrades, and we might start putting some of them in eventually. But for now, we're just going to stick with what we got because we're not coming across any trouble yet. Not having to fight off any creatures or anything. Range boost Sigma. Scanner's detection range is increased. That might be useful because we're doing a lot of detecting. It might mean that if we see some animals in the distance, we don't have to go up and like, get up close to them to be able to scan them. Oh, what's this? Your standing with a Vykean has increased. Cool. Nicely. I wonder what that shield down in the bottom right is. Maybe our ship shield, I'm not sure. Alrighty. Let's go and check out this dude. He's going to give us what we need to build. Oh, Vivid Gravity 3. Let's see if this is better than what we've got. I think it is the same as what we've got. Oh no, it's got more slots, is it? Let's compare them. Oh yeah, 8 slots versus 10 slots. It's got a load of upgrades already. It's a lot of money though, we're not going to go buying that, we haven't got enough anyway. But it's basically the same weapon, I think. It doesn't actually give us the names. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. I mean, it's exactly the same as, maybe it's like the Vivid Gravity 1 or 2 that we've got, and that's the 3rd version. Right, is our life support... Yeah, our life support isn't going down inside here, so that's another change they made. I did mention this earlier, but it's interesting to take note of the fact that if you're inside in a proper environment, like in gravity or whatever you want to call it, oxygen and everything, then your life support doesn't drop anymore. So you can actually stay safe. You could technically just stand here and walk away from the game. And this is very useful because beforehand, if you wanted to leave the game, even for 5 minutes, you had to literally close down the application. So you had to go to your cross-media bar and press start and close the application, because there's no way of pausing it. So you'd stand here and your life support would keep going down. Although, she did just say it dropped, so maybe it is dropping, but very slowly. Maybe it drops at a slower rate when you're inside. It's at 75%, so we'll keep an eye on that, and when we're about to leave this building, we'll check and see if it's gone down anymore. But it does seem like... Oh, inventory 4, okay. Alright, well we need to use up some of this stuff, so let's top up our weapon and everything, and then we'll chuck away the rest of that carbon. We've got space on the ship, but I think we're too far from the ship at the moment to be able to transfer. I don't want to go faffing about walking back and forward all the time. So let's discard that, free up some space, and here we go. We don't understand any of that. The being snarls at me when I enter, but I barely have a chance to cower before it looks embarrassed and puts up its hands apologetically. So again, this is an indication as to our increase in our relationship, our standing with the Vy'keans. Because every time we see them, we've got a bit of a closer relationship. We're a bit more friendly with them, and they react in a more and more friendly way each time we come across one. The warrior seems on edge, but was clearly expecting me. As before, it relays a message to me, once again sent by whoever Nada and Polo are. Okay, maybe they were referred to in this sort of language bit a few times, but we just didn't understand it. I don't think we've read anything about Nada and Polo yet, but there they are. The staccato missive is accompanied by a donation of antimatter from my mysterious benefactors. Enough of it that I can build a warp cell for my hyperdrive. Huzzah! I'm no wiser as to who Nada and Polo are, but now I have the means to locate them, though I strongly suspect that I must choose between finding them and following Atlas. Oh, okay, so this is going to be where the branching whatchamajigger is. Have we got 20? No. There might be some here. I think it's just going to allow us to heal up and stuff. Is there any more kind of interactable? Yeah, there's one here. Plasma launcher, nice. That's like a grenade launcher. I remember that from my previous playthrough. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a branching choice here, and I might leave that choice for the next stream. Hopefully we'll have more people in the stream by then, because it seems as though Atlas is some kind of where are we going? Almost like a divine being or something. Can we put stuff in our ship from here? Yeah, we can. Nice one. So we're going to put the plutonium in. I'm going to go back to the space station before we crack on. JJ says you get to choose one of three paths, I think. Yeah, I've heard about that. And yeah, it looks quite interesting. Let's see if we've got anything that's not quite stacked up yet. The antimatter. Aluminium can be stacked up with those, I think. Nope. Okay, that's cool. So I'm going to farm a bit more of this plutonium. We're going to top up our ship once we've taken off from this planet. And we are going to... I was going to check... Yeah, I forgot to check our life support to see if it did go down whilst we were inside the room there. I might check it in a moment. We'll go back and check up on it. Right, let's try and keep out of sight of the Sentinel. Oh, he's coming. Let's run, get out of the way so he doesn't see us. Let him scan and then be on his way. There's two of them. Okay, we'll go to the other stock of it, the other kind of pile over here. Oh, the other thing I forgot to do was take a screenshot of that beautiful sky on the other planet. There's loads of it here. We're just going to keep farming until these guys catch on to us. They're being a bit dumb at the moment. At least they're easier to sort of avoid. Oh. Okay, if we go inside, because going inside should Should get them off our back, I believe. And also, whilst we're there, they're already losing track of us, that's good. But whilst we're there, we're going to check and see what happens with our life support, just because that's something that's worth knowing. Okay, so our life support currently is sat at, let's put it up to 100%, because we need to keep it topped up anyway. Right, so we're going to keep an eye on it. And we're just going to stand here for a while. I hope you guys don't mind. This is just something that I think is important to find out about. Oh, and we've got a trading station. Awesome. I didn't realise they had these in here. So whilst we're waiting, we can be selling some of our plutonium. Hopefully. Oh, okay. So we can't access our ship inventory when we're on a trading post on a planet. So if we're in an actual space station where the ship is on the same space station, then we can use the we can use like access our ship's inventory to sell stuff from there. Let's have a look. Iridium selling for slightly more. I hope they've got the same prices here as they did. Well, I don't know that they do actually. Oh, they're not even buying plutonium. Alright, we'll have to go back to the space station. Unless it's here, but just a different price. Platinum. Ah, plutonium. Yeah, okay, it's selling for less here. So we could technically buy some from him and sell it. Let's try that out. I think we might see how much he's selling the plutonium for. Although I'm not sure if we can carry any more. And it's a bit pointless buying it, isn't it? Yeah, this is not a bad price considering you can sell it on the space station for double. Yeah. Okay, well let's check our suit here, see if it has gone down at all. Okay, 99. So it just seems like it goes down a lot slower, which is good to know. Oh, crumbs, what's this? Nice. Okay, I'm going to try and discover one animal whilst we're here. If we keep piling up this plutonium, get as much as we can carry. Just keep an eye out for the sentinels again. Oh, here he is. Okay, let's go back to the other lot. I'm going to take... Yeah, let's take as much as we can carry. Because what we can do is we can put it on the ship. Yeah, if we take the smaller stacks that are under 250 in our actual personal inventory, that means we can put all the 500 stacks into our ship and it's going to save space overall. So that leaves just 7 left if we trash that. So now we can put all these large stacks, they'll take up less space in our ship inventory. So if you've got a lot of one item, it's worth keeping it in the ship because you can stack them 500 high. But if you've got one that's only like 250, then you can carry it on your person and it's still only going to be the one stack. Aluminium. Have we got any aluminium in the ship? No, we've got nickel. Let's take the nickel because that's less than 250. As is the chrysanite. We can trash the extra few that were left over. Sorry about this, guys. A bit of let's top up that plutonium stack before we put it in our ship, and then we'll top up one more, and we can stack them both into one slot of our ship's inventory. Hope that's making sense. I might eventually do some sort of tip videos for the game, because inventory management can be a little bit daunting. It's not difficult, it's just that sometimes you find that you can't take all the things you want to because all the space is taken up. But being able to maximize your carry space, bearing in mind that the ship slots carry twice as much as your suit slots, that kind of helps you figure things out in an efficient way, I suppose. Right, so that one stack is stacked up. So if we transfer this, I think we're going to start getting attacked. Don't really mind. Let's just... I'm actually tempted to try and take this guy out. Because... Oh, it's not really doing much damage, is it? If any, crumbs. Maybe you do need an actual weapon. So at some point we're going to build the... we're going to build the weapon part of our mining tool. Sentinel Force deactivated. Let's see how much we need to build it. Bolt cat. Oh, we can build it. Nice. So now we can switch our weapon between mining and shooting, you know, to do damage. Because there is a trophy for taking out a certain number of these sentinels, and that will give us money and, you know, will benefit us in certain ways. So I'm going to try... I do need to probably top up this weapon, don't I? Or is it full? 88% full. Is it a shared? It's not shared, is it? It's like separate Thamium. You got any? No, okay. Let's charge them both up whilst we're here. As well as our life support. Okay, let's take these down, because they're being a bit annoying, aren't they? Oh, he went down quick. Nice. Oh, we would have got something from them. So is there more? Is there more on their way? Because when you played the game... Oh, this is much better. Okay, so this is a huge improvement. Beforehand, if you shot one of those drones, the others would automatically come. But now, if you shoot the ones that are active, no more come because they haven't had a chance to notify them. I really like that because that was the most annoying thing. It actually took me ages to get into a building. There was a building we had to sort of shoot the door off. Yeah, we had to shoot the door off one of these buildings, and to do so it was alerting the sentinels. And those sentinels were obviously shooting us, and as soon as they started shooting, loads more appeared. And if you shot them, loads more appeared, and it was like a constant wave. But now you can actually get rid of your notoriety by simply taking out the ones that have spotted you. So it kind of has more in common, I guess, with other games, where, you know, unless they have chance to sound the alarm or whatever, it's not going to send a ton more enemies to come and get you. Sorry, I was just turning my TV back on because it turns itself off every couple of hours. Right. Okay, so we have got... How do we build this warp drive again? Craft product. Right, so we're ready to build our warp drive, guys. And that's going to fuel our hyperdrive so we can warp. Oh, that's quite cool as well. We can actually charge it with 5. Oh, so maybe we can jump further than 1 star system from the beginning, because, again, on the original version of the game, 1 warp cell would charge it 100%, and obviously you had to upgrade it to be able to carry more charge. But I'm hoping that it only requires 20% to warp once. Maybe if you've got 100%, you can warp to 5 systems away from where you currently are. But we'll soon find out. It's going to be interesting discovering that. We're going to farm... I think we're going to farm as much of this stuff as we can, because it's going to make us a ton of money, especially with the high selling price at the moment. Let's scan a bunch of stuff. Get some money for it. Where was the rest of this? It's around here somewhere. Here we go. All these red markers. Ah, there's a big one. Is that? No, that's carbon. Okay. Iron. Oh, crap. Let's take him out. It's going to work towards our trophy again, isn't it? Sentinel drones activated. Where are they? Come here. Ah, come on. Where is he? Oh, he's putting out a signal. That's annoying. I keep having a full inventory whenever we take out one of those. I'm going to take out the next one and see what he gives us. Oh, they're deactivated already. Okay. Yeah, I really want to find out what we take. Unless it's... Oh, maybe it's stored as debris. Unless that was there already. I don't know. We'll find out. Next time we get a Sentinel, we're going to take him out and make sure we've got space to take whatever he drops for us. So, where was this big... Yeah, here we are. So I think there was some more down the other end. We're not going to spend ages here, guys, but I think this is worth... That's iron there. I think it's worth farming this just for the money. It's going to help us out early on, I think. Get some carbon as well, just to... Oh, no, we can't. Okay, fair enough. If I transfer some of this plutonium that we've been farming across to the ship... So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.5 full piles. So if we top up the pile that we're currently working on, and then maybe one more, that should be fine. And then we're going to sell most of it, keep some of it in our inventory, ready to choose. Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong thing here. Ready to put into our ship so that we can, you know, fuel our launch systems. I was looking at the chat then, which is why the word choose came out. JJ was talking about the different choices that you have at the beginning of the game. We've gotten quite lucky with our planets that we've come across. Apart from the fact that we're not getting creatures easily. In fact, on our way back to the ship, I'm going to look out over the cliffs and see if... Oh. Oh. That was odd. What's that up there? Fly, starship in space. I was looking in that direction. It looked like our ship was over there. Like the icon was pointing towards our ship, but our ship's actually here. I have a flashlight. Oh my goodness. I was actually wondering that, but it's something that I haven't actually needed. I've not needed a flashlight yet, but you do have one, do you, JJ? How does that work then? Oh, up on the D-pad. Right, the reason I didn't realise that is because it doesn't tell you on the controls. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, unless, hang on. Yeah, it doesn't tell you that you've got a flashlight, so you press up on the D-pad and you can turn your light on. Oh, that's crazy. I could have sworn that there would have been one in the game. You know, it's the kind of game that would have one, but I thought it might have been an upgrade for the weapons. Anyway, do I want to get in here yet? Let's get our... Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. Just make sure we've got everything that will fit in the ship in the ship. Right, so all those stacks are full, which means we want to just break down this plutonium, or maybe just use it for our... where is it? Yeah. Let's trash that. Thanks for pointing that out, buddy. That was a bit embarrassing that I hadn't... like I say, I'd not actually... If I'd gone to a dark area, I would have tried out all the buttons and figured it out like we just did, but I never actually had the need for one. But I was wondering if it was possible, so it's good to know. What do we need to put across this?
No free slots in ship inventory.
Okay, I'm just going to walk up to one of these hills, I guess. I might just take out every Sentinel I come across, to be honest, because you know, there is that trophy and that milestone related to them. So let's see how good this weapon is with the aim.
Hostiles approaching. Warning.
Is there another one? Oh, titanium, that's what we get from these guys. That's useful, actually. Because titanium is a crafting supply that we don't come across very often. Let me see if it's a rare item, actually. Oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yes, rare. A vital ingredient in the creation of many advanced devices, products, and components. Extremely powerful oxide. You can use it to recharge things, but you wouldn't because it's a rare item. You want to save it for those crafting moments. Right. I feel like... let's have a look here. I feel like there's probably not going to be many animals on this planet, so if we can find one, then it will tell us how many there are. Oh, maybe we can check actually in our pause menu here, discoveries. Where are we? We're on this planet. Oh, records 100% complete. Huh. So it looks as though there's six waypoints, which is like where we've just been. But it seems as though there aren't any creatures, so I wonder if it counts as us having uploaded 100%. I don't think it does. The journey screen will tell us. No. Okay, that's a shame. Anyway, met 3 aliens. Next milestone 1. Oh, okay. I was going to say we've met more than one, but yeah, that's just because we're on the 2nd level. What's this thing here? Iron. I thought it looked like a mushroom, but it's like a rock or something. Is there any more? So I'll scan around for any more of the plutonium just in case. Is that going to be a good money maker for us? Ah, is that some there? Nope, iron. Yeah, okay, we're going to take off and... Oh, hello. Ooh. Crumbs, I thought I was going to take damage then. This is quite a desolate planet, isn't it? It's almost like you expect Mars to be. So, let's head off to the... what do you call it? The space station. We're going to do some trading there. So where is it? What's that over there? Is that my home planet, maybe? Or is that a moon? I think that's a moon orbiting this planet here. If we fly a bit closer, I'm going to see what that waypoint is. Oh no, that waypoint is... Oh yeah, it's not a moon, it's a planet that's further away. Let's just go and check it out though, just in case it's something important. It's not actually showing up as a waypoint. It's not telling us how far away it is or anything, so... Yeah, our speed just gets higher and higher as we keep going. It's using up our fuel quite quickly. 300,000, so that's the speed of light. We're now going... double the speed... Oh no, nearly double the speed of light. I think that's just marking our home planet, because it's not actually got a... Scan it, good idea, good idea. What's the button again? L3. Yeah, I think it's just marking where we started, because it would show up with some kind of indication. Right, that's the planet. Where's the space station gone? There's usually a marker for it. Ah, is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's head towards the space station. We're going to sell off our plutonium. We're going to make a nice ton of money. Not all of it, of course. And then, can we go into our... Yeah, we can go into our inventory here. So we're going to top up our launch thrusters with a bit of this plutonium. Then we're going to keep back 50 so we can top it up again once we take off from the space station, and we're going to sell all the rest. It's going to be very interesting to see how much we can make. We've got a fair bit on us. Oh, crumbs. Ah, I'm in the menu. Slow down. Thank you. So it does take us out of the, you know, the pulse drive speed if you get close to an object like this. So you're not going to go colliding with anything, although if you're using the circle boost, you have to be alert that you could hit something if you flew into it. This is really like basically an awesome version of Minecraft, isn't it? It's got a very different tone to it. You know, Minecraft's almost got a kind of humorous level, hasn't it? Humorous feeling to it. This is a bit more serious. This is kind of, I guess, not a parody, but like a, what's the word? I forget the word, but it kind of harks back to the 80s sci-fi movies. So, sell items from our ship, starship inventory. Platinum, plutonium, where is it? Come on. Plutonium. Right, so we need to keep 50, which means we're going to sell. Let's sell that amount. Actually, no, let's keep 100 back. We're going to sell, like, let's do that for now and see what we've got left. Make sure we're topped up. Right, so that got us. I didn't actually see how much we got from that, but we can, oh yeah, we can see up there. We started off with about, what was it, 19,000, and that made us almost 200,000 units. So we've actually got the trophy for, let's have a look. I think the units one, I think there's a bronze one, silver one, and gold one. So we can take a look at the order in which we earned them. Yeah, bronze one. So we've got that trophy. Most of these trophies, yeah, you see, I already got the silver one for survival, but that was before they changed the requirements. And I got all these during my first sort of 7 or 8 hour playthrough or kind of let's play that I uploaded to YouTube. And this one is popped now. I assume it's for reaching 200,000 credits. Or it might have been something along the way. It might have been 100,000 or 150,000 or something. Anyway, let's just check and see. Let's top up our... Oh, we've already topped it up. So what have we got left here? We've got 107. We only need 50. Let's keep 50 on us. Sell the others. So we can sell 57. Simply because then once we take off, we'll have used 50 and we can top it back up so that when we land on the next planet, we'll have our engine nice and full for taking off again. And we can take off 4 times on each full charge. That's been put up from 2. Oh, hang on, it's in the starship, isn't it? So plutonium, my voice is starting to dry up a bit. It's a good time to take a break soon, I think. Right, 54, 5, 6, 7. So we're selling 57. That will make 4,500. And we sold a couple thousand before, didn't we? Nice. Nicely. So what else was there? Oh, titanium. We had some titanium, didn't we? Or did we? Titanium is what I think we got out of the Sentinels. So we've got, yeah, let's sell all of that, because I don't... Actually, we better check and see if there's any important things we need to craft that use titanium first. Iron, let's see. Platinum, iridium. Right, that's the ship stuff. The products require iron, platinum, iron. Nothing that requires titanium there. What about the upgrades for our suit? Well, we've only got the one. Yeah, it allows us to run for longer, I think. So no titanium needed there. Looks like we're going to be able to sell this without you know, missing it straight away. Titanium here. Okay. Alright, so maybe we should keep hold of it. We've got 200,000 credits already. So yeah, let's crack on. We are at a perfect point for taking a break. Looks like someone's just joined us, so welcome, whoever that is. Usually I stream on YouTube as well, which gets a lot more viewers, but for some reason it's not working today. It's not a problem with YouTube, it's actually a problem with the PS4. Oh, come on, jump up. Okay. So, let's take a look here and sort everything out quickly. We have got full protection, obviously. Let's top up our Thamium. Yeah, that's fine. Pulse engine, we need some Thamium for that. We'll... Oh, it's full. That fills up nice and easily, doesn't it? Alrighty, so launch thrusters are full, and we've got enough plutonium to top them up again once we take off from here, from this space station. We can let's put everything into our ship for now that we're not using. We might need the zinc for our hazard protection when we're on the next planet, the titanium. We're going to keep that. That sells for very high price. You know what, I'm thinking it might actually be worth selling that, because we're going to be able to get more. I know we need some for some of those upgrades, but I haven't decided which upgrades we want to buy anyway. And we're hopefully going to get a better weapon with more slots. So once we do that, I don't think you can detach those upgrades. So if you can't detach the upgrades, you can only break them down. We're only going to get those resources back again. So until we have like a decent weapon with a lot of slots and we've got some really cool upgrades, I don't think we're going to like faff around with upgrades just yet. So let's sell this titanium, because we've got this rare opportunity to get a really good price for it. As soon as we use our warp jump, we'll be in a different system, and the titanium will sell for less, you know, less credits or units. So where is it? I mean, it's different if it's just like a couple of % higher than the galactic average. But if we got like literally almost 100%, double the price, let's sell the lot, man. And we can find it wherever we go on any planet, because those sentinels drop it when you kill them, and we're going to be killing a bunch of them anyway for the trophy. So neutrino module, plutonium, yeah, let's go. We're ready to go. So sorry about all the faffing about with our inventory and our trading and everything, guys, but that is one key element of the game. So, you know, if it's not something you enjoy watching or doing yourself in games, then it's likely that this might not be the game for you. But I enjoy it, you know, I enjoy games that involve organisation, you know, RPGs and things like that. We're going to keep that on us, put the aluminium in. And once we take off, we can recharge our launch thrusters with the rest of the plutonium, and we'll be able to warp jump for the first time. So when we do that, I think it's going to take us to another planet or another space station that's going to explain how we go about building more of those warp cells that are required to, you know, to recharge our hyperdrive and be able to use it to travel closer to the center. But for now, guys, I'm going to leave it there just briefly. I'm going to go and get some lunch, and I'm going to get some drink and everything, because my voice, as you can probably tell, is getting quite dry. And if I keep going without a break, I'm probably going to lose it altogether. But thank you to, well, JJ seems to be the only one left in the stream now. We had a few earlier on, so if those guys are watching this stream back later on YouTube, thank you to you guys for your input. We had a bit of activity in the chat near the start of the stream, which was fun. And most of all, to all of you guys watching this back on YouTube on my channel, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing lots of No Man's Sky content, including hopefully some guides for the trophies once I earn the gold level of those trophies. You know, they all have a bronze, silver and gold level. And once I've got the gold one, I'll be able to let you guys know how much you need to level up those different categories to be able to reach all 3 of those trophies. So in the meantime, check out all my other content. I've got 4 episodes up of No Man's Sky from the weekend, which was before the patch was released. So if you are interested in checking out, you know, how it differs, checking out the changes that have been implemented by the patch and comparing it to how the game was before release date, then feel free to check out those videos and you'll be able to make a direct comparison, you know, once you've watched this one. But come back and join us for episode 2. I'm going to be streaming in probably about an hour, JJ, so if you want to check us out again, and hopefully by then some of our American regular viewers will be up and about and they can get involved as well. But thanks once again, guys. I'm going to shoot for now. Have a great afternoon, and I will catch you in a bit.